Keep listening.
Definitely matchups you look forward to. You guys, Hall of Famers and top 10 players of all time. You always look to, raise the level of the game up a little bit. So I think everybody should be excited, and the energy should be up from the start. So I think it should be a really good game. And definitely for me, I'm definitely excited to play matchups like this for sure. So definitely can't wait to get out there and play.
We continue here on the Nets FanDuel pregame show with a look at the starting lineups for the visiting Golden State Warriors. Curry, Budzinski, Moody, Butler, and Green. And for your hometown Brooklyn Nets, it's Russell, Thomas, Johnson, and Claxton. And our home team keeps getting larger in a good way. Our Megan Triplett has joined us here on set. And you spoke with Cam Thomas. Jordy Fernandez, his number one topic has been defense. What's the Nets game plan going into today?
Yeah, I asked Cam Thomas too about the defensive plan, because when you think about just where they were in the month of February, they were able to slow down teams, contain a lot of their opponents to 100 points per game, and we haven't seen that in this losing streak that they're on. Cam didn't play in those games, but he did say that when it comes to this Warriors group, you're going to have to limit them in transition. The 3-point shots, they saw this against the Spurs, and they were not able to take away some of those open looks that the Spurs were able to get. And when you have the Warriors right behind and with Steph Curry, and as you heard from Cam Thomas, this is the game that he does look forward to playing in these, like, going up against these type of Hall of Famers. You're going to have to defensively take away those 3-point looks. Brendan Watford, after the Spurs loss, he told me that they didn't look like themselves defensively, and they had to get back to those type of ways. Nick Claxton had said the same message during shoot-around this morning, just saying that they defensively, that has to be the key. They have to lock in on it and focus in on it, because it's a tough matchup when you have the Warriors with Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler, as you just mentioned. This is a team that's locked in right now.
Devin Vassell the other night, he has 37 points. He was unbelievable in the second half. At the end of the game, all of a sudden the Brooklyn Nets pride kicked in. They didn't want him to get 40. Like, that's how you have to play tonight against Steph Curry. You can't let him go off, or else he'll be doing the same thing, trying to get the ball out of his hands so he doesn't get 50 points, right?
And I do like what Jordy Fernandez said during pregame, because, I know we only see the Warriors twice every year. Jordy Fernandez was playing, had to go up against Steph Curry a lot of times when he was in Sacramento, and he said, a lot of the messages, Steph Curry might go off. And when he does go off, if you make some unbelievable shot, you have to stick into your game plan and not be just awed by it, because you can't not let that stop you. And I think that's what you're saying. I agree with, locking in and playing for a full 48 minutes. And, I know that this is not an excuse. Nick Claxton said it's not an excuse. They're dealing with a lot of the guys coming in and out of the rotation. This is the shortest injury report we've seen, all season. You only have Noah Clowney really on the injury report. And so when you have guys coming back, Cam Thomas, D'Angelo Russell, another starting lineup tonight, you can't make that as an excuse. But you're going to have to lock in and kind of play your consistent type of ways, because this is the one thing about this group. They know their identity, and they have to kind of stick to that.
And Megan, speaking to the rotating roster, you touched on this last game. There's a new two-way player in town. And that's Tyson Etienne. Tell us about him.
Yeah, Tyson, he's from New York. We got a chance to catch up with him. He's been spending some time with the Long Island, the G League team, and he's played, the last few seasons in the G League, but now he's getting his NBA call-up debut. He signed a two-way contract the other day. He said that he was born at Roosevelt Hospital. He moved to Jersey when he was 7. And so the fact that you're playing with a team from, you're from New York City, he's going to have his family in the building tonight. He just talked about the joy that he plays with and just all the work that it took to get here. He's so excited to be with this group. And he already said that going to the locker room, it's only been a few days, a few hours, but he can already tell that the guys are united. They're all together. He's got a lot of familiar faces, because we have a lot of guys who play in Long Island as well, Tothon, Derek, so he already has familiar faces. But he's excited to make his debut tonight. Hopefully we'll get a chance to see him come out on the court. But Jordy spoke very highly of Tyson the other night during Spurs game, and he said that he's worked so hard. He's got a great shot. He can knock down a 3, and so when you work hard, you got to get rewarded for it. So congrats to him. He signed a two-way contract, and he'll be out here tonight for the Brooklyn Nets.
And he's got a connection to the Nets. He's the wasn't a former Nets player, DeAndre Jordan. And you know what I would do with him? Give him like a couple of minutes on Steph Curry. That's how you throw a guy into the fire.
That's a great way of saying, hey, welcome to the
Exactly.
NBA.
That could be welcome to the NBA moment.
And you get to learn a lot from it, right? You get to learn a lot.
Right.
Yeah, but I do think this would be a fun matchup.
That would be something, guys. He's 25 years old. He's yet to play a game in the NBA. And imagine your first experience being going up against Steph.
Good luck.
But you're at home. You're at home,
True.
so hopefully you have you got the good feels of your family being in the building. So hopefully we'll get a chance to see them tonight. I know that there's a lot of Jordy and this Brooklyn Nets team is doing a lot with the rotations and the lineups and kind of finding that more consistency. So hopefully we'll be able to see them tonight.
All right, Megan. Always a joy to have you with us. Thanks so much. Enjoy the game, and we'll see you throughout and on the post game too. Great again here on the FanDuel Nets pregame show. When we return from Megan, the spotlight now shines on Frank. It's just being Frank.
Megan from Memphis. Who's a better player? Better player than Prime. John Moran or Steph Curry? Who are you taking?
Steph Curry.
Ooh. All right. Just checking.
Did you watch Port of Gold?
Well, you're from Memphis. I thought you'd take John.
The Yes app has moved to the Gotham Sports app, your new home for streaming the Yankees on Yes. Download now and sign in with your existing Yes username and password to stream live Yankees games, plus the Brooklyn Nets and much more. Get the Gotham Sports app or go to gothamsports.com and stream for free with an eligible TV subscription.
Did they just hop from a baseball game to a show on Max without leaving DirecTV?
It's like all their apps and channels are connected.
Oh, it's all connected. Shows, movies, sports, cooking shows.
Is she talking to us?
Tell me, how does DirecTV put all your favorite stuff on one home screen? Uncanny content suggestions based on your watch history? Mind control.
Were you recently electrocuted?
A better way to watch whatever you want to watch. Well, I, for one, am intrigued.
Playing for an Ultra?
We're playing for Ultras. Racy for an Ultra?
Put an ultra on it. Don't forget, there's ultras on the line. Then
I used to struggle with dandruff and scalp issues, but then I started using Head and Shoulders every wash because the active ingredient in Head and Shoulders fights off the microbes that cause dandruff. Microbes aren't everyone's scalp and can cause irritation, but when you use Head and Shoulders every wash,
keeps these rascals at bay and help prevent dandruff before it starts. Where do you think you're going?
see, no flakes down here.
Counts great.
Have a little help.
Make every wash count.
The 3 for Me, only at Chili's, serves up the delicious Big Smasher Burger, piled up high with nearly half a pound of beef. Or you can settle for just some other burger at a drive-thru. Anyway, gonna need some room, because the 3 for Me still fills up the table with the bottomless drink, all the famous Chili's chips and salsa you can eat, and it's still the best deal around at just $10.99. See you later, tiny drive-thru burger. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
Yankee Spring Training is your Yes winter getaway. Watch every game from Steinbrenner Field in Tampa and get your first look at the newest Stars and Stripes.
Bellinger is gone yard as well.
Plus the hottest young prospects. This winter, Yes is your home for Yankee Spring Training baseball. Coverage continues tomorrow at 6:30. Presented by Montefiore Einstein. The Yes app has moved and is only available on the Gotham Sports app. Download now to stream live.
The Nets pregame show on Yes is brought to you in part by the New York Lottery. Get out there and play.
Welcome back once again to the FanDuel Nets pregame show. It is that time. Just being Frank with Frank Isola. Topic number 1, Frank, the Dallas Mavericks. Oh my goodness, they've been in the news and none of it's been good in the last few weeks. We saw Kyrie Irving go down. He is done for the season, as we know. We watched the injury, very heartbreaking, torn ACL. Jason Kidd has commented now, and we're going to put up the full screen and read his exact words. Jason said it is a freak accident. That's how it should be reported. We are reporting on conspiracy theories. We want our stars to play. This isn't supposed to be a rest league. Now he's talking about the question being asked of him whether the workload on Kyrie, since especially the trade of Luka, has been too heavy.
Well, since the trade, Kyrie was averaging 39 minutes a game over 10 games. That was the most in the league. So after Kyrie got hurt, that question was raised. Now, for Jason Kidd to call it a conspiracy theory, you couldn't get medical people that will tell you the increased workload could have an impact. But I do agree with Jason Kidd from this standpoint. It happened in the first quarter of a game. They had off the day before on a Sunday, and it happened when when Kyrie stepped on Jonas Valanciunas' foot, and then he landed awkwardly on his left leg. It was hyperextended, and that caused the ACL tear. So, Jason Kidd, it's not a conspiracy. It's a legitimate point to make, but I do think he's right. I agree with him. To me, that was a freak accident.
Just a quick follow. When a guy reaches that age, 33 and onward, should you think more about that sort of thing?
Well, here's the thing. I always say, well, if you're Nostradamus, tell me what the lottery numbers are going to be. He got hurt in the first quarter of a game. So if you've been playing 39 minutes, it happened in the first 7 minutes of the game. If you're telling me that happened in the last 5 minutes of that game the other night after he had played about 39 minutes, then you can say, all right, maybe that's the case. I'm not buying it. I think it's unfair to Jason Kidd. I think it's unfair to Kyrie Irving as well. It was a freak thing that happened. Gordon Hayward of the Boston Celtics once suffered a career-altering injury in the first 5 minutes of the first game of the season. It happens. It's unfortunate it happens.
Very true. Speaking of the Celtics, they were in action last night. They were all over Portland, but it wasn't the usual suspects. It was a couple of guys named Pritchard and Warren who dropped 80 plus together. What a performance.
All right, so think about the Boston Celtics and think about the history of that team. This is the first time that two teammates on the Celtics both had 40 or more in the same game. Bob
Efficiency and explosiveness.
Bill Russell didn't do it.
That's
John
where he's so
Havlicek
different.
didn't.
And the fact that he reads the defense each and every night. When he's off the basketball, they're always trying to top block him. You see him get back cut layups. You see that the screeners get wide open layups. When he's got the basketball, they come double him so far away from the basket. You see him hit Draymond, then they play 4-on-3. But if that's not there, he also relocates. So there's not any time you can relax when you're playing defense against Steph Curry.
It's surreal. With the level of poise he plays with, while he's having 2 to 3 defenders around him, he's also traffic controller. He's also telling folks to get to the corner, get to the wing to set up the split action. Also telling folks, come get this screen. That is a level of magnanimity. You need to be able to see every single thing on the floor, as well as know what you can do yourself to be able to help your team. It's amazing.
And that's the beauty of this Warriors team under Steve Kerr and Steph Curry. Most times defenses do that to disrupt the opposing team. That's exactly the way Warriors want to play.
Correct.
So you're actually going to their strength, and then at a timeout, they'll run step plays. So you think your defense is going to, throw them off kilter? They're actually finding their rhythm and flow by the janky defense you're playing.
And he feels reinvigorated with Jimmy Butler aboard. His efficiency numbers have gone through the roof here. Remember before Jimmy Butler came aboard, he had those 2 games in Salt Lake City and LA where he goes,
he was always
12 to 31, 13 to 35.
He's really struggling.
There's some people out there thinking that demise is coming.
Right.
Hold the phone on that one.
That struggling is still a Hall of Fame number.
There's no doubt about it. I didn't say it, Bully. The streets were saying it as we go to the crossover to the gentleman calling the action as always, Bob Fitzgerald and Khalid Asabuki. It has been a great road trip for Stephen Curry. Been a great road trip so far for the Golden State Warriors. And it'd be even better if they could get this win against the Brooklyn Nets, who you do not want to overlook out there at Barclays Center.
Monte, you just hit on it. It's been a good road trip so far. This would be damaging if they let one get away. And Brooklyn's dangerous enough. The Warriors found that out at Chase Center. It's true. It blew an 18-point lead. They lost to this team already. D'Angelo Russell, the 2 Cams. This game scares me a little bit.
And you're always on high alert when you go up against a team that has a long losing streak.
Yes.
You know how hungry they are. But Mully, we're talking about Cam Thomas. I'm watching him warm up. He looks super bouncy. He looks super motivated. It looks like he wants to go for 40. That's what he wants. I can tell by the look in his eyes. I'm looking at him. Talk about the psychology of guard and so like that, who loves making tough shots. Like your guard his first move, you're there. Second move, you're still there. You can test, and he still makes it. Just staying away from getting frustrated, tipping your hat, and running back, but continuing to make him take tough shots, Mully.
Yeah, Cam, he averages 24 a game, so you want to keep him there or below that. He shoots 88% from the free throw line. You want to keep him off the free throw line, and you do not want to give him anything in transition. Take away any transition threes, any transition layups, and then, Buki, you guard him in the half court. You live with contested twos, but take away the wide open threes and the transition layups, and you can do a good job defensively on him.
Now, Zena, we've seen every time the Warriors come east, when the opponent, you see them one time, right? And so the building has a lot of Steph fans. They have a lot of Warrior fans. But Kalena brought something up. I want to run it by you. I think Brooklyn gets motivated. I think an opponent gets motivated. Like, wait, our building's full? They're disrespecting us? We're playing Steph Curry? You're going to get the best Brooklyn has to offer tonight, right?
Absolutely. Folks always want to play up to the level of the Warriors. This has been the big brother of the league for so many years. And of course, when you've got people in your building with Warriors jerseys on, you want to prove them wrong. You want to tell them, go to that gift shop and switch it out because we're here in our building on our court and we're about to take care of business. Now, Brooklyn also has the pride of needing to snap this losing streak that they're on. So I think it's a mix of not only still building because of the Warriors, but also we need to have some pride in our own game.
And Mully, sticking with the defense, you always say KYB, right? Know your personnel. This is a team that's 27th when it comes to three-point shooting percentage. You'd love to clog the paint up, make everything tough, kind of contest secondarily. What's it like in a game as a player when someone gets hot or a bunch of guys get hot? You're not expecting that as we got basketballs flying over here. We got to keep our head on a swivel. How do you just maintain your composure, continue to stick with the game plan, play the percentages, Mully?
Yeah, definitely play the percentages, but you never want to just give NBA players wide open shots. You want to coerce them into taking a shot that they're less efficient at, but you never want to embarrass someone and just, leave them wide open. So as you're in the half court making the proper decision, who to close out to, keep them out of the middle, and probably most importantly, keep them off the free throw line.
Okay, you mentioned that the Nets were 27th in three-point percentage. Before we send it back to you, last time out at Chase Center, the Nets made 23s, 20 of 45 as they rallied from an 18-point deficit. So the Warriors saying, the heck with those numbers. We got to defend that three-point line tonight against the Cans. And, of course, D'Angelo Russell. You guys have a good call tonight out there in Brooklyn.
I think Monte said it perfectly at the beginning. So far, it's been a good road trip. This is a big game. Finish this the right way. Go 4-1. Come home with 7 straight home games waiting. But you got to get by Brooklyn first. I think they're looking at this road trip going, okay, they're 3-1. If you don't look at it beforehand, the teams are going, maybe this might not be that tough. This has been hard. This has been a knockdown, drag-out type of road trip. You're in great position. You're going against a healthy, hungry Nets team. It's not going to feel as good as it should be unless you win this game. That's how you make it feel great. What made the Warriors feel really good was the way they played in New York in the second half. This was the best the Warriors have to offer. Our 4 plays of the day. Okay, in that second half of the Garden, they may have unlocked the best the Warriors can play. Jimmy and Steph will carry the day, but other guys kicked in. I think this is part of refinding your identity. The fact that this game felt as good as it did in the end is really impressive, given the way the game started. You're missing shots, but the whole game we're going, they're executing. They're executing. You like their shot selection. Then the second half, the defense really fueled their offense. They got out and ran 25 fast break points. It's amazing to be able to say they're plus when it comes to points off turnovers. And this is something that's happened regularly. They're getting to the free throw line. So this is a game, you didn't shoot it well the whole game, but you found a way to win, and it felt amazing at the end. And that's not something we've seen a ton of before Jimmy got here. Things are feeling a little different right now. Now, Steve Kerr always says appropriate fear, which basically is respect your opponent. When you look at Brooklyn, they have 2 guys that can be your Quentin Grimes for a night. Guard someone named Cam. The Royal Caribbean Star Watch, whether it's Cam Thomas or Cam Johnson, these guys are legit.
Well, Cam Thomas, you can put him anywhere in the world, and he can score. And he's never met a shot that he doesn't like. You just have to contest. Molly and I were just talking about it. Contest and live with the results. Make multiple efforts. He's got all kinds of moves. And then Cam Johnson, he's the shooter, the three ball. You try to run him off that three-point line. He's going to be running around, looking for his opportunities off the screens, communicating to defense. It's going to take a team defensive effort to stop those two.
Now, early in the year, the Warriors went 4-1 on a road trip. It got the season going. They could go 4-1 on this road trip, but it has been a wild, magical journey on this trip. It started in the Magic Kingdom, where Steph had 56 against Orlando, had the building buzzing. And then Quentin Grimes took over, and they lost one in Philly. Buddy Buckets was there in Charlotte, and Jimmy Butler finishing off at the Garden. Then they go 4-1. Fonte, Zeta, Mully coming back at you. Warrior Basketball at NBC Sports Bay Area is brought to you by Toyota. Class-leading MPG and more hybrid models than any other brand. Toyota. Let's go places. By Jack in the Box. Want so much more crunch? Try Jack's new crispy boneless wings for $6.99. And by BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Visit BayAreaBMW.com today for exceptional offers.
Struggling to find comfort on your old mattress? Mancini Sleep World has you covered with our Rest Easy promise. We're so sure you'll love your mattress that we offer a 365-night comfort guarantee. 1 year to make sure your mattress is delivering the comfort you deserve. At Mancini Sleep World, we guarantee the best price with free next-day delivery, with top brands like Tempur-Pedic starting at $29 a month. Better sleep means better days. So why wait? Rest easy at Mancini Sleep World.
The 3 for me, only at Chili's. Serves up bottomless chips and salsa, a drink, and the delicious Big Smasher Burger with twice the beef of a Big Mac. Maybe they should change that name. This Chili's 3 for me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
If it's actions that speak louder than words, we'll let the versatile, adventure-ready BMW X3 show you what we mean. BMW X3, the ultimate driving machine. Take advantage of exceptional offers on the BMW X3 today.
It's not just a donation.
It's a warm blanket.
It's a bottle of clean water.
It's a roof and a bed.
It's knowing someone cares.
It's feeling safe.
He said today, that's better than yesterday.
Every dollar you can spare helps so much more than you can imagine. Donate now to help people affected by the 2025 California wildfires. Your support is urgently needed.
The COVID-19 pandemic has taken a toll on all of us. But for those who have a history of adverse childhood experiences, this may be a particularly difficult time.
Adverse childhood experiences, or ACEs, are traumatic events that happen to us as children that can impact us for a lifetime.
And I want you to know there are some resources that can help. Visit numberstory.org for tips on helping yourself and your children.
The full Warrior chance in this building.
Saturday, our women's empowerment broadcast is going to be a lot of fun with a great game. The Pistons are playing good basketball. Coverage begins at 4:30 with Carrot Burke hosting Warriors pre- and post-game live alongside Zena Kada and Kylan Mills. Natalie Esquire flying out from New York City. She's going to do Dove Talk Live with you, Zena. Of course, Judy Kavnar, who does play-by-play for the Oakland A's, the A's. They moved to Sacramento. I got to get accustomed to that. Alongside Monique Billings. That'll be a fun broadcast as the Warriors take on the Pistons again. Coverage begins at 4:30 right here on NBC Sports Bay Area. It'll be a lot of fun to watch that. We get the day off, Bully. They get a good game, man. I'm a little jealous.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited for this.
Kay Cunningham.
This is playing well.
Well, how about D'Angelo Russell? Are we excited about D'Lo out there in Brooklyn in 19 games with the Brooklyn Nets shooting just 38% from the floor, 31% for the three-point line, just 13.5 points per game.
D'Angelo Russell was brought there to help revive the Brooklyn Nets, and he's kind of tapered off, unfortunately.
29th in points per game, 29th in field goal percentage, 27th three-point percentage. Defensive rebound, and don't win the points off turnovers. We get a nice road win.
And come out of this with a 4-1 road trip. We'll see you at the half. Everybody enjoy the Nets and the Warriors.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Awesome.
Like it. I love it.
Act now and lease the sporty 2025 Corolla Hybrid for $299 a month, or the all-hybrid 2025 Camry for $319 a month.
Go from dreaming it to driving it today.
Toyota, let's go places.
If you like options, you'll love my $6 all-day big deal meal. Choose from 4 delicious entrees and 5 tasty sides with a drink. Oh, and nobody else includes breakfast items all day. Just this guy. At Jack's, every bite's a big deal. Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Where's that game we always play? I don't know, but with Ring I can find it. Board game. Oh man. If I may, search raccoons. There's a lot of results. Oh look, the masquerade party. What a party. Girl, you have a raccoon problem.
With Ring, you can type it and find it.
The Ford Truck Month Sales event is on right now at All-Star Ford in Pittsburgh. Your Ford truck stop. The Fords you want are in stock now. Get 3.9% APR financing on these brand new 2024 and 2025 Ford SUVs. Or 1.9% APR financing on a brand new 2024 F-150 or Super Duty. All-Star Ford is the smart place to shop and service. Visit us online at allstarford.net. Take the Auto Center exit off Highway 4. Drive a little and save a lot at All-Star Ford today.
From the majestic marble mountaintops of Italy and around the world, Da Vinci Marble hand selects the finest stone for you to turn your vision into a reality. Like a master chef searches from farm to table for the perfect ingredients to curate a delectable meal, we inspire our clients to create their dream space to share with friends and family, building memories that will last a lifetime. Visit Da Vinci Marble in San Carlos to see for yourself.
Grammy, Academy, and Golden Globe award-winning superstar, Mary J. Blige, live in San Francisco. The For My Fans Tour, live at Chase Center, Friday, March 7th, with special guests Neo and Mario. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com. The iconic Mary J. Blige for one night only.
Number 3. A bunch of days in New York City, now in Brooklyn to finish off this 5-game road trip as the Warriors' second final meeting against the Brooklyn Nets. And they remember the first meeting. The Warriors lost an 18-point lead at Chase Center, and Brooklyn got them in the Bay. But they didn't have Jimmy Butler then. They weren't on a stretch where they won 9 of 11, and they weren't pushing for the playoffs. Well, it's been a great road trip. Make it excellent. That's the motto. And the Nets, they're still playing for something. They're still about the 10th spot, so they're still fighting. They're hungry. But you think about this Nets team, they're 27th when it comes to three-point shooting percentage. They're not great there. Know your personnel, know where Cam Johnson is. I think the danger is, like, you see a team that doesn't shoot the free ball well, you want to sag off of everybody. Then they just get comfortable. They don't feel you defensively. So look for opportunities to be physical. On the other side, they struggle when it comes to transition defense. You can get your fast break once. You ended up with 25 the other night against the Knicks. This Nets team is 30th in pace, so they want to kind of play a slower game. You dictate the tempo, speed up when you want to speed up, slow it down. When Jimmy Butler wants to slow it down, if Steph wants to slow it down, it's all on your terms tonight. The challenge is always at the end of a trip. How much gas is left in the tank? How much energy do you have? And to not be satisfied at 3-1. They're
feeling like their motivation is sky high. Keep doing the things that made you successful. They're going to re-jump this one, taking care of the ball, winning the possession battle. Your plus when it comes to points off turnover is more nice than not, especially with Jimmy here. So, Angelo Russell with Cam Johnson, Keon Johnson, Nick Claxton, and Cam Thomas, who is the dangerous one that Moody will open on. And Jimmy Butler comes up with a steal to open things. Steph Curry, Pajemski, Butler with Draymond and Moses Moody. That small lineup the Warriors have had success with. Moody in open three. Rim that out and Claxton with the rebound. You love that look, though. Draymond just created that walled off his man instead of great screen. Basically hemmed up two guys to open up the drive. Cam Thomas, absolute scorer, and puts up points everywhere. We'll get to the foul line as Draymond fouls him underneath. He moves without the ball, too. I think he had a nice season last year, but this year he's only played 21 games. There's Jordy Fernandez. That's my guy. He actually lived in my neighborhood. We were neighbors. He still owes me a ping pong battle. He's ducking me something about team relations, like summer league with the Nuggets and workouts before the draft. Some lame excuses like that, but I get it, I guess. But yeah, he's a great coach, and he's doing the best he can. He's had a ton of injuries. I was also talking to him before this game about the Port of Gold. He starred in that. They showed him in a good light. He deserves to be shown that way. They had a rough whistle that last game for them playing a Team Canada there. So Buddy Hield is in 44 seconds in, and Pajemski is out. So Hield had the one kind of knee issue earlier on the trip, and we'll kind of catch you up to speed as to what may have happened there. Watching. Draymond off that step gravity, and Jimmy Butler couldn't tip it home, so the Warriors have two layup opportunities that go astray. Well, Claxton couldn't hold his ground, and his momentum took him out of bounds. And you love the look at the rim they had there. Steph took two defenders with him. Draymond rolling to the back. Just couldn't finish it. Like a little 2-3 zone coming out of this inbound. Under out of bounds. Draymond missing that push shot. So through the Dubs, Pajemski coming out early, but Moody getting on the deck there. Never took it from Cam Thomas. Angelo Russell flipping it up and in. This is his second tour with Brooklyn. He's been a Laker twice. He's been a Net twice. He's been a Timberwolf and obviously a Warrior. He had to sit out 5 games with a right ankle injury. He's averaging around 14 points per Warriors. Turn it over. So to come out tiny bit sluggish, missing some layups. And a turnover there. Just want to refocus, regroup. And Steve went to midcourt, just kind of told Buddy, just, I'm down. I'm down. That's where Pajemski's ball handling and kind of his steadiness. Oh, it was early. So the sliding to the floor is Cam Thomas. Flat tire. See if he can take advantage of these numbers. Draymond throwing out the way across court. And Keon Johnson headed the other way. Steve Kerr's going to use a very early timeout. The Warriors have not turned the ball over on this trip extensively, but 2 giveaways early. And 0 for 4 for the field and down 5-0.
Okay, so we're at the film festival, middle of Park City. The doors open, and bang, Sapphire Reserve premiere party. These trips are the best. At Art Week, we had our own private viewing. At Race Week, the lounge was right next to the pit. We were there in Paris, exclusive events at incredible restaurants. Nights at the Sapphire Lounge on the set. Heaven.
Experience the world as an insider, from exclusive lounges to immersive dining experiences, all with Chase Sapphire Reserve.
It's game time and Shot Clock is running down on Subway's $6.99 foot-long deal. Fresh sliced deli meat, fresh crispy veggies. Too much good stuff. Order now in the Subway app. Use code $6.99FL now. Deals only here until March 13th.
I'm not allowed to reveal the secrets of Jameson Black Barrel. It's carefully chosen select batch Irish whiskies, or its exquisite notes of toasted oak, caramel, and vanilla spice. The greatest whiskey I ever drank, and the greatest story I never did tell.
We want you to start every day with the charge you need. So we're giving you this home charger and covering the cost of standard installation. The Ford Power Promise. Electric vehicle confidence from day one.
You talk a big game. Now's the time to back it up. Show everyone who really runs the court with NBA Pick'em. And this season, there are more picks to make, more reasons to watch, and more ways to win big. So call your shot with NBA Pick'em, because in the NBA, bottom line. Play NBA Pick'em for free today at nba.com/pick'em or on the NBA app. Pick, watch, win.
Warrior basketball on NBC Sports Bay Area is brought to you by Cresco. With 19 Northern California locations to serve your tool and equipment needs. Great look at the Hudson River there in Brooklyn, where the Nets are up 5-0. But Brandon Pajemski would say this is almost a non-contact injury. He grabbed his back right away and indicated he needed to come out of the game.
Listen, this has been a tough, physical, knockdown, drag-out type of road trip, like I was saying. Sometimes things just catch up with you. All of a sudden, you take one weird move and something just doesn't feel right. Gotta go. It's probably a forward feeling for him, but it's really incredible that only Jimmy Butler and GP2 have had to miss a game on this road trip. The guys that started the road trip.
Yeah, GP2's going to play tonight with a Phantom of the Opera mask because Buddy Hield misses that corner three, but Pajemski had been a key starter and heavy minute player as the Nets turn it over. He forced 4 turnovers. Getting active with your hands and staying home, being in the right spots defensively. Draymond taking it out to Butler. Jimmy on the re-attack. Is moving it around nicely, but they've got to put one in the basket. So they have started 0 for 6. Cam Johnson, you don't mind the Warrior defense knocking it out of bounds. Jimmy Butler and Draymond saved a layup there.
One thing the Warriors have done well all season consistently, opponent points in the paint. They're second there. Really amazing. Even with smaller lineups, guys in and out of the lineup, they've done well.
And that's Cam Johnson, and that's his best attribute. He's a cold-blooded three-point shooter.
40% from there. Got to make sure you know where he is at all times. Work through all pockets defensively.
Picked up his dribble. Steph comes to help out. Shot clock 7. Draymond away. Will turn it over.
That was a thread the needle type of pass that probably didn't need to happen. As a little behind him. Draymond did have the step. You saw what he was looking at there, but probably holster that one, especially since he already turned it over a few times before that.
So pretty disastrous beginnings to the game. Cam Johnson, another open 3. The Warriors fortunate there. He shot it over everything. And then Moody on the shot blocker. And Moses, nice pump fake and finish.
Got to take a beat there. He's waiting to bat that one off the glass. He's patient. That's the way to finish.
He's had 6 blocks in a game this year. He's a factor.
Sometimes you got to get it with your defense. Your defense food or offense.
Johnson. He said guard someone named Cam. Between Cam Johnson and Cam Thomas, they're capable. Cam Johnson averages 19 a game.
They're already in rhythm to start the game. Top would be hard to find for the Warriors.
Third frame on a 2-man game. No cutter. Steph springs free and drops in the 3.
Keon Johnson found out the movement without the ball is insane for Steph. He'll just juke you out and find some space. That's what he did there.
D'Angelo sent to the ground and Moody with the foul. And the reason I bring up the Pajemski injury, he played 32 minutes against the Knicks. He's like that's a lot of minutes for Steve Kerr to find here.
He's a connector. AC, Evan Knox, Pat Spencer.
You don't have a lot of guards. I mean, Pat Spencer would be a guy that would have to play heavier minutes.
Spencer's going to play hard. It's a chance.
Angelo Russell, dropping in a 3. You don't want D'Lo to get rolling.
They're flowing. Penetration. That's one thing you struggled with the first time you saw this team earlier in the season. You struggled to guard and keep people in front of you and stop penetration. celebration is at a stoppage.
Yeah, knocked out of bounds. It's still Warrior ball.
That was when Schroeder was with the team. He's obviously not with them now, but they still have guys that can get downhill. The masked man, look at him, blacked out.
There it is. But GP2, no concussion. Does have a fracture in the nasal area. Did have stitches for a cut. Now Draymond and Nick Claxton are pushing and shoving a little bit. Derek Richardson and Billy Kennedy going to calm that down. Billy in year 27, Derek Richardson in year 28.
See, the Nets should know better. That's the way to get Draymond going, get him angry, make him go psycho, and that's usually good things for the Warriors.
Reese Martin's first playing time for Brooklyn. Shot clock at 3. GP2's got to create something out of nothing. Batted away by Claxton that never hit eye. That's a 24-second violation.
You got to find your flow offensive right now. It's tough sledding. Again, the long road trip. I'm so impressed with GP2 that he's playing, showing his toughness, but everybody that's playing this game is set to show their toughness. Draymond, I was talking to him. He got hit in his shoulder earlier this season. The D-Lo is gone too. I mean, he just walked right off. I don't know what he's struggling with.
Cam Johnson working with Claxton with the shot clock at 7. Tyrese Martin on the cut to lay it up and in.
Moves really well with that ball. Just moving off that rough screen. The defender is behind him, trying to clog the paint up.
2 years at UConn and the 4-year Kansas player. Jalen Wilson also in. Draymond trying to initiate some contact. The Warriors offensively are completely out of sorts. They're 2 of 10 and down 10.
Pretty good defensively. That ball screen, they figured it out.
Cam Johnson again. You just have to stay attached to him. I mean, you can't leave him at all.
He's got a pretty quick release.
Trying to trap Steph on the sideline. Curry trying to initiate some contact. He'll just reload and miss there, but Steph hustling for the rebound, couldn't grab it.
You're not getting great looks right now either. They're defending at a high level. That wasn't a bad look for Steph.
Now,
that any day of the week.
A year ago, in this building was the coming out party for Guy Santos, where he subbed in for Klay Thompson and played so well that he actually finished the game.
Well, they need his energy right now. He needs to infuse energy. It's his time to shine, especially in a game like this. The bench can come in and change things. You're second in bench scoring, but you need energy off the bench.
Yeah, Brooklyn is 7 of 8 shooting. Cam Johnson's off to a nice beginning already. Tyrese Martin hitting at 3. Now you're officially in trouble. You know, this is the NBA. And you're down 21-5.
That's just ball movement that created that one. And Guy Santos just wasn't able to stay attached. Offensive foul. Bill Kennedy's going the other way.
Steph Curry,
Keon Johnson.
and he dropped his shoulder there.
Keon Johnson is a little worse for wear. You got a technical foul now. The frustration is boiling over. But it felt like Keon Johnson was doing a little too much. He's holding on to him. And Steph had to get him off of him. So this is,
Why do you get to do that to Steph all the time?
what transpires.
I mean, that's his thing is, why do people randomly just get to hold him and smash into him and foul him? And Steph said, I've got enough of that.
You see, Steph was pretty frustrated with that one. He's like, I'm going to do that to get him off of me if he's going to hold on to me like that. But they're getting physical with Steph.
And Steve got his 6th technical of the season.
Coach Kerr didn't like it.
I mean, what Steve, was having a good conversation with Derek Richardson. What he's saying is he can't randomly just keep bouncing Curry around. Steph get frustrated and just let that keep happening. There's a lot of that happen there. Well, off the ball, they hold him, bear hug him all the time. That's why he always has the scratches on the shoulders and all that stuff.
Normally don't see Steph react that way.
No.
I'm sure he's telling himself right now, okay, keep my cool. This is what teams try to do to me. They try to get physical with me. I'm built for it. They're in the weight room. I can get him off of me.
Cam Johnson makes the technical free throw. He's got 9. 12 unanswered by Brooklyn. And Williams hitting a 3. So Brooklyn could not have imagined a better start to the game. They built a 20-point lead. The Dubs are 2 of 11, and they don't have Pajemski. And they take time.
Broccoli, eh? Gotta eat them greens.
Talking about broccoli? I'm trying to get this green on Price Picks.
Huh?
Price Picks is giving you $50 instantly
son of. Look at the words. Son of Baconator is $3. Thank you. For bacon that just won't quit, gotta be Wendy's.
All my ladies roll your deal like this. When you move your body, feel confident. All my ladies try this deal real quick. Let your body how you see fit. My neck, my back, my legs and pics, all that. My neck, my back, your thighs will be intact. My neck, my back, I smell so good, they ask. All my ladies roll your deal like this.
If it's actions that speak louder than words, we'll let the versatile, adventure-ready BMW X3 show you what we mean. The BMW X3, the ultimate driving machine. Take advantage of exceptional offers on the BMW X3 today.
Dash Pass by DoorDash is your door to all things basketball. And in Brooklyn, kind of a shocking beginning to the game, 25-5. 4 different players are 5 of 6 on threes for the Nets. Now, I look at the Kia player profile very quietly this year. The Warriors have been excellent in taking care of the ball. They're ninth in fewest turnovers, but they have 5 already that have been 7 points off turnovers for Brooklyn. So that has been an oddity because mostly on the year, Kay, they take care of the ball, right?
The last 11 games, even better. I think they're 5th in the last 11 games with Jimmy Butler here, but they've struggled tonight. Right now, defensively, you're having some issues too. You're making some mistakes. 2 defenders going with 1. We also discussed this. What happens when a team that's not supposed to be shooting the ball well in the season gets hot? That's the case right now. You keep your poise, lock in defensively, talk it out, communicate defensively.
Jordan Fernandez is like, all right, we're playing the Warriors. We got this building buzzing. All these people are here to see Steph. We've lost 5 in a row. But let's make our stand for Brooklyn. Buddy Hield shot clock at 2. Buddy Hield off back iron. And the Warriors just cannot throw it anywhere in the basket. And then a foul in the backcourt.
Foul on Looney. Claxton got it. The issue, too, on the offensive end, the Nets switching has given the Warriors a lot of problems. They're switching really decisively. They're aggressive. They come out guns blazing, running all over the place, but not making mistakes defensively. And just trying to stay with it there. If you're Looney, GB2, come up with maybe another possession if you strip it, but Claxton is strong with it.
Yeah, and Brooklyn has not been called for a foul in the game so far. Warriors have 4 fouls.
Well, you got to make them foul you. But yeah, they've been in position defensively where you haven't been able to have a threatening drive or get to step on anybody.
Cam Johnson, with Tyrese Martin, Claxton, playing with Jalen Wilson and Zaire Williams. Claxton's got 5 assists already. He thrown out the guys making threes. Claxton's going to get up and in.
Looney was there too. He jumped backwards, and Claxton just had the presence of mind to come down with it, touch it up with a little jump hook.
Finding the Warrior offense here, 17-0 Brooklyn run. I'd say a lot of people at the Barclays Center are stunned.
Just have to beat your man off the dribble.
Deflected out of bounds. Still Warrior ball, but 2.2 to shoot.
Listen, the Nets are switching so well right now. You got to give them credit. Even when 2 defenders went with 1, the next guy stepped up. They rotated out of it. Did a great job there. So Warriors, you might just have to beat someone off the dribble or screen your own man or slip out of it and anticipate a switch.
Brendan Watford and Daron Sharp checking in. Looney had to shoot that to beat the shot clock buzzer. So 17 straight for Brooklyn. The Warriors 2 of 13 shooting with 5 turnovers. Catching 2-3, and finally Brooklyn missed it. Long rebound. Watford tracking it down. Zaire Williams misses another one. Nice box out by GP2. If the Warriors get anything in transition, Steph banking it home. Ends the 17-0 run.
That's what you want, though. You're 30th in pace. You push it. See if they want to run with you. See what you have in transition. Maybe some things open up early offense.
So Tyrese Martin handling, but D'Angelo Russell going to the locker room. They don't have a true point guard necessarily. Brendan Watford putting it up and out. Gets his own rebound. Watford inside, and Looney played the D and got the board. An easy inside. Now kind of weaving through traffic. Curry, beautiful movement, floating.
His defender was just all over him and really opened up. Steph saw the lane. He's like, okay, I'll take it. And I got teardrops.
Steph has 7 out of the Warriors' 9.
His crafty finishes display.
Tyrese Martin will snake dribble, putting it up and in.
I like it. He can handle. He's kind of a combo guard. Saw the shooting stroke already. Get to the rim. He's got some touch in there, too.
Curry again. GP2 getting a rebound. And Gary putting it up and in.
This mask is not going to hold me down. I'm still going to be around the rim banging.
And the Warriors awaken on this end and slow down the Nets who are 11 of 16 shooting. Tyrese Martin missing that 3, and Jimmy Butler the rebound. Butler going to push. Third, the kick out. Sidestep Buddy Hield. We will need another opportunity. Third chance for the Dubs. Curry on Watford. Shot clock down to 4. B2 down to 2. And then Looney having it blocked. Here come the Nets. Tyrese Martin on the step through. And then Zaire Williams didn't assume the minute. Well, I mentioned it. Pace-wise, play like that. DP2 with Buddy Hield pushing it back.
That's an amazing counterattack. Usually you get that with a missed 3 or something, not a made basket.
Jalen Wilson, they cycle it out to Watford. Tyrese Martin missing there. One and done.
Just hoping they come back down to earth. You can test like that, they will. Look at him top blocking Steph. Now he switched it.
Clock at 8. Butler's going to work. Drop it off the GP2. And if you lose Gary, where will he be?
Around the basket. React to that drive, especially if it's Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler wasn't going to be held up by that switch. You saw that man switch onto him. Go hard, see if you get the step, make the defense react. GP2 is going to react to your drive.
Watford, shot clock at 8. Trying to get downhill on Looney to lay it up and in. Brandon Watford, the 2 years at LSU, undrafted. There's the Warriors on the counterattack, but Buddy Hield missed the layup. They still have not committed a foul the entire quarter.
And Coach Kerr was calling for the foul there.
So Brooklyn, that's the way to play D. They've been young, they've been rambunctious, and they've been good. Watford, the Dayron Sharp on the step through and flipping it up and in. Blitz Watford on the ball screen.
Much more aggressive that time, but offensive foul here.
GP2. DP2 is going to get the offensive foul set in the screen, and the Warriors will not get the last shot of the quarter.
The rest of the Nets are just trying to bring the ball pressure on Steph, so GP2's like, I got to help my guy out. Let me step this pressure release screen. Apparently did a little too much with it. And now Steph's going to come out of the game, try to get at least one last time here. They're having to make hay, man, but the Nets have momentum. There's the screen.
Yeah, the two-hand kind of push off on that. Gary just stayed there taking the contact. Now, it's easy for us to say he has a broken nose. Oh, I don't think he wants anybody smashing into him again. So final 3.5. Cam Thomas fading 3. Warriors defend that well.
Easy here. Zion Williams.
Yeah, that got real frisky very quickly.
This is kind of what the Nets wanted to do. Just get super physical, see if you can frustrate the Warriors.
He had a lot of fouling on Steph early. Steph didn't like it. Now the Warriors don't like it. Now Brooklyn has been playing well. Now they've all come out to see Steph Curry. The Warrior fans are in the house in Brooklyn, but it's Brooklyn with the lead. And so can Grandma Kenny bring the good luck? The Warriors need it because they're down 20.
In 10 years, Lisa Schneider will have an amazing second act, thanks to career reskilling courses from AARP to help make sure her income lives as long as she does. The younger you are, the more you need AARP.
Hey, say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping up, this is my mama dating in the book. Regardless, my daddy told me keep it
Flavor. Everyone wants a taste.
hating on me because I'm the biggest, the largest.
Addie and the team won the big deal. Now it's time to get them all to the client's office. That's Steve's job. Maybe he can add to their mileage plans. But that traffic, and there could be delays. Flying out of OAK gets business travelers there easier and faster.
Steve knows a smart place to fly OAK, and Steve knows the best way to take care of his team is to fly the East Bay way.
Touches of black. They say a lot without having to say much. They stand for elegance, refinement, and prestige. Even a little can go a long way. And though they're darker than the darkest night, they make you see everything in a new light. The Kia X-Line Nightfall Collection.
Kia, movement that inspires.
World, the time has come to push the button. World, the time has come to push the button. World, the time has come to push the button.
Get 0% APR for 60 months on 2024 GMC EV models. That's up to $17,200 in average finance savings.
So beginning this second quarter, Bob Colena with you in Brooklyn with the Nets playing an incredible first quarter. They shot it at 61%, and they played 12 minutes and did not commit a foul. They bottled up the Warriors at only 31% shooting and forced 6 turnovers. Podziemski went into the locker room 44 seconds in, and that's one of your main ball handlers. So Pat Spencer is going to begin the second quarter.
Kind of a full court press. They're going to test your ball. And right off the bat, it's quick post knocks down a 3.
Quick post right off the bench, right into the bucket.
And hopefully all this extracurricular activity adds fuel to your fire to help you get back in this game.
So D'Angelo Russell's back in. Good sign for Brooklyn. With Day'Ron Sharpe and Zaire Williams. Cam Thomas and Pat Spencer flying in for that rebound. Got to help Draymond on the glass. He did well and shuffled it to Jimmy to lay it up and in. Pat Spencer is going to provide some energy. You kind of feel it.
Well, you know he's going to push every single time. It's almost like you got 2 Draymonds out there the way he pushes it. Jimmy Butler's going to run. What you want to do against this team?
D'Angelo Russell, that bumper car move. Zaire Williams and Draymond flying out. What a big make. Hit that corner 3.
It's had to do, but it's a good no call.
The kid from Stanford had been with Memphis.
He compared to Paul George, but he's still super raw. Not polished yet, but get much better. Put the ball on the floor, too.
He's got 8 off the bench. Butler to the cutting Spencer. D'Lo was waiting.
Good to see D'Lo's okay.
7 Warrior turnovers and an 18-point deficit.
Good for the Warriors that time.
Cam Thomas and D'Angelo Russell will put it up and in. I mean, part of the issue now is Brooklyn is they're rolling. They're in a bunch of different guys are making shots from everywhere.
They're super confident right now.
D'Angelo Russell tried to knock it away. Pat Spencer walled him off. That one deflected out of bounds to Warrior ball.
It probably wasn't a pass that should have been thrown, given where Quentin post was. He would have moved around, found a little bit of an opening. He would have made that pass easier for Draymond. That's what he wanted him to do. Now you got to execute under out of bounds. See if you can get see the same zone here. Find the open spot. NBA games are long. There's a long way to go in this game, but you got to like the way that ball was kicked. That'll be recycled to 14. You got to like the way Brooklyn has played, though. But this is different. Yeah, this is different. They're throwing zones at them, all the switching, like the adjustments from game to game, seeing different teams, different schemes. It's clearly kind of thrown the Warriors off here what the Brooklyn Nets have brought in this game so far. You talked about when home teams see all these Warrior fans, they got a lot of pride. What a pass. Draymond to Butler, the bucket in the body. Very few guys could catch that score, take the contact, and finish the play. Look at D'Angelo Russell's spot. He can do nothing about it. Like, they told Moses Moody just to kind of get out of the way, and D'Angelo Russell was fronting him. And Draymond's like, this is Megatron. I'm just going to throw it high. His catch radius is everywhere. D'Angelo Russell can't jump with Jimmy Butler. And also, he's not strong enough to jump. Jimmy Butler's going to get position, strong base, go up high and get that one. That is high IQ for both guys. And the first foul of the game on Brooklyn comes 14 minutes into the game. Look, and the Warriors start to live at the line a little bit. Brandon Watford. Pass to J-Rock Sharp. Shot clock at 3, and he throws it away. Quentin Post. Dave Sharp knew where to go. It was helping recover because Quentin Post was cheating off. That's why they fired it to his man, but then he got back super quick. Great recovery and had him uncomfortable. Turned it over. Always hear the phrase kind of walk them down. There's no 20-point plays, 15-point plays in the NBA. It's get stops and then score. Draymond skip pass. Quentin Post open 3. Here come the Nets. And again, their bench has done a great job stabilizing the ship so far. They have momentum now. And again, there's a double team in the corner. Jimmy Butler, someone's got to be open. Draymond Green flashes in there, swing it to the weak side. Quentin Post is open. So from down 22, the comeback begins. And the Warriors make it a 14-point game.
So, do you do tricks?
No, Richard, I'm a genius. I'm not doing tricks for you.
Right.
Oh, all right, fine. I'll show you one trick. Toss me your phone. Okay, here we go. NerdWallet will find the right credit card or auto insurance for you in minutes.
Yep, just by answering a few simple questions.
Wow. Smart.
Yeah, it's smart. It's genius, Richard.
Genius, Richard.
Nerds.
Life doesn't come with an owner's manual. Freedom is getting to write your own. So get 10% off a Jeep Wrangler. Or get into a Jeep Grand Cherokee, where freedom is on-road or off. Where it's a front row seat to the city. Or a second row seat. Maybe even a third. Life doesn't come with an owner's manual. So get out there and write your own.
Right now, during the Jeep Celebration event, get $2,500 total cash allowance on 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee models. See your local Jeep brand dealer today.
The 3 for me, only at Chili's, serves up the big smasher burger. Or you can settle for a drive-thru. Plus, get fries, a drink, and bottomless chips and salsa for just $10.99. See you later, tiny drive-thru burger. This Chili's 3 for me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
Good friends all in, tripping all best, so we do it again. It's all love, filling up my cup, never get enough, that's what I want,
Ovation of the Seas, sailing from Los Angeles.
Miles of flavor, those crispy pizzas, 12 flavors so bold, your whole life is complete. Dipped in the lake, man, that ranch is deep. New crispy tenders, bring the flavor, Wingstop.
River Rock Casino is excited to announce our $100,000 Royal Flush giveaway. Join us on Saturdays, March 29th and April 19th for your chance to win a share of $100,000. Only at River Rock Casino, just over 20 minutes north of Santa Rosa. Warrior Basketball on NBC Sports Bay Area is brought to you by Wendy's. Try a $3 Son of Baconator today. Skyline NYC. So the Warriors have been down 22. They make it a 14-point game. Women's Empowerment Month. It'll be Saturday as our Women's Empowerment broadcast. Yeah. Saturday is a lot of talented ladies. Oh, now.
Denny, Monique, Kareth Burns, Nikita, Kylan Miles, and Natalie Esquire. And that'll be against the Pistons. Glenn and I will get the night off to watch that. It'll be great.
Yes, big ups, women. Can't wait to see that. The game is much different than the Knicks game, where the Warriors forced a turnover almost.
Here, Williams, he kind of caught Jimmy Butler with a stray hand as he laid that in. Williams has 10. The lead all scores.
In that game, you weren't turning the ball over and you were getting great shots. Here, Jimmy Butler gets to the rim.
What? I tell you right now, these young Brooklyn guys, they're seeing where the threshold of contact is in this game. And the Warriors, particularly their older players, they aren't feeling this at all.
They're pushing the limits here, but you did get to the free throw line. And Jimmy Butler just saw the screen one side, kind of rejected it, went the way that Cam Thomas opened up on him. But they're letting him go and look to set some ball screens, look to get Jimmy Butler downhill. There was all kinds of ways to do that. Last game, they ran a bunch of screens and cross screens, ball screens. If Jimmy gets any kind of separation, he's at the rim. But this time, he didn't really need it. He just beat someone off the dribble, which is what you're going to do against a switching team.
Team Zion Williams at GP2, you had Keon Johnson and Steph Curry. I mean, there's been a little intensity ratcheting up. You could kind of feel it. And it's compounded by Brooklyn playing so well.
But you're finding some traction offensively now. You need to get stops.
Well, Jimmy Butler hitting both free throws back to 14. Day'Ron Sharp down the lane. Draymond met him. Quick post knocked it away. So the Warriors stand tall.
Draymond is screaming at the official right now.
Draymond's the trailer. Looking for Moody on the baseline. Shot clock at 11. Still a lot of time to work. Moody on D'Lo. Just walked him in and laid it in.
So that's one guy they can kind of pick on, right? Go ahead and see if you can expose him in different ways.
How about the Warriors? They started 2 of 13. They're 5 of 5 this quarter. And Watford, pretty confident three-point shot. And for a team that is in the bottom 3 on threes, they're 7 of 13.
Well, he's got stretch big potential. He just wasn't shooting the ball well right now. 30% from three-point range.
With post on D'Lo. Kim in. House couldn't finish the layup, but Pat Spencer does.
Yeah. Picking on the small defender. D'Lo's down there.
Cam Thomas. Jimmy made him give it up to D'Angelo Russell. Russell with a lot of game, flipping that up and out, putting close with a rebound.
Let me tell you right now, Warriors are confident they're going to win this game, and they're finding the traction right now. They got off to a sluggish start, so you're here.
Jimmy Butler on the kick out. Corner 3. Moses Moody brings the register. And that 22-point lead got down to 10 real quick.
Well, you're finding all kinds of traction offensively now. They're loosening up defensively. Get the drives in there, collapse the defense. The confidence is there. This team's been through it all. You're only down 10. You're on the comeback trail.
If you like options, you'll love my $6 all-day big deal meal. Choose from 4 delicious entrees and 5 tasty sides with a drink. Oh, and nobody else includes breakfast items all day. Just this guy. At Jack's, every bite's a big deal. Welcome to Jack in the Box.
A superior smooth taste worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior like beer.
Uncomfortable on your old mattress? Rest easy with Mancini Sleep World's 365-night comfort guarantee with the lowest prices, free delivery, and old mattress removal. Get the Rest Easy promise only at Mancini Sleep World.
Some days your health journey takes a detour down rocky road. That's okay. It's about progress, not perfection. Sweet today, sweat tomorrow. MyFitnessPal. Download now. Some days your health journey takes a day trip to Cupcake Town. All good. It's about progress, not perfection. Little Timmy today, little tofu tomorrow. MyFitnessPal. Nutrition tracking for real life.
Deliveries happen.
We didn't order that.
This happened.
No.
That happened.
Hey, get out of there.
Charlie's at the back. The pitch.
Oh, let's go.
Home happened. Be there with Ring. Learn more at ring.com.
On Underdog, you can make picks and win money all season long by picking higher or lower on your favorite players. You get it right, you can win up to 1,000 times your money. That's a lot of buckets.
Over 5 million happy fans are already in the game, playing all over the U.S. right from their phones. New customers sign up and deposit now to get up to $1,000 in bonus credit. Download the app today to claim your offer. You make the call on Underdog.
Warriors were down 22. They made it a 10-point game with 7:19 remaining in the half. Our Indeed player resume. Steph Curry, he may have been a New York Knick had the Warriors not grabbed him right in front of the Knicks in that draft. And his record in New York is exemplary. Yep. I mean, whether it be an MSG where he's 12-1, 7-3 here at Barclay, but this is the building he scores the most points at 29 a game.
Loves coming here, putting on a show. Loves coming to Eastern Conference arenas where fans don't get to see him much and giving the fans what they want.
Cam Johnson, who got off to a good start. Warriors in his zone now. Tyrese Martin hitting a three, but at some point, is Brooklyn going to regress to the mean on their three-point shooting? You wouldn't know it early.
Well, Tyrese Martin is a 3-and-D prospect. That's what he was coming in.
So Jimmy Butler's being held, and Keon Johnson doing the fouling.
But you like that because they're giving Jimmy Butler a lot of space on that side. And Quinn Post was looking to throw it to him. And Jimmy Butler feels like he's stronger than Keon Johnson. He can get the position he wants. Keon Johnson had to do a little extra.
Yeah, we same thing. They're trying to get it to Butler again. And Draymond throws over the top. Butler lays it up and in.
That time Butler set a screen first to kind of set it up. And again, found a way to get position right under the rim almost.
But Jimmy Butler's 9 facing the Warriors.
He doesn't want to have to make a move if he doesn't need to.
Steph Curry coming to the scorer's table. They're doing all this in the non-step minutes, which is amazing. Claxton halfway down and out. Moses Moody, good look at a three. Rim that out. Now Spencer knocking at him out.
See how scared they are of Jimmy Butler, though. They had to double team him that time. Gave up an open look because of it. He just couldn't rail one. But again, Jimmy Butler, I believe they switched that when Tyrese Martin on him. Just force him up. Push him up as high as you can. That gives your teammate more space to throw it over the top. He's so good at that. That feel for the game. And again, this is something Kuminga can emulate when he comes back. The duck-ins, jumping into people, getting to the free throw line this often. And it's great to see.
Well, the Warriors had only 7 made field goals in the first quarter. They already have 8 here in the second, and that's like half a quarter to do that. It feels much better. From down 22 to within 11. Cam Johnson, that's a pretty nice take, but didn't have the finish. It's a 5-on-4 here. Johnson's behind the play. Moody thought about a three, and how about a layup instead as he finds GP2?
Just taking your time, taking care of the ball, turning it over, have the numbers, you recognize it.
16 points off the bench. Moses digging in defensively. Keon Johnson got it back. Tyrese Martin made 1 3 and another one. So Tyrese Martin's 5 of 8. He's got 13.
He's like 34% from the three-point line. A little streaky, but he can shoot it.
2 men are on Curry all the time. And how do you take advantage of that? DP2 catch and shoot 3. Jordy Fernandez just playing the odds. Like, I'm not letting that Curry guy beat me. Claxton up top. Keon Johnson 3.
My goodness. Brooklyn is having a night. 10 of 15 on 3. Again, you let a team kind of get comfortable to start the game. Even some of the tougher ones start going in.
That's what happened in the loss on this road trip. Philadelphia and Curry getting bounced around again. Keon Johnson likes to foul Steph all the time. This just happens to be the first time he's been called for it.
Well, this is clearly their game plan. They wanted to get physical with Steph, and they're overdoing it right now. And the Warriors just have to make it work for them. And they're getting some more calls now. The officials have kind of settled in. They're privy to what's happening. And Keon Johnson switched on to Steph. Steph is going to make him pay for that.
Yeah, I mean, we both know Steph very well.
That foul in the first quarter was as frustrated as I've seen him all year. He just bounced it, took the offensive fouls. Like, how about enough of this? But now he's like, okay. He gets Steph angry. See what can happen. Looney sets the screen. Curry missing that three. Right back to Steph on a reload three. He's Santos fighting for it, but here comes Martin out of the back. So Brooklyn trying to rebuild that advantage. Keon Johnson missing that three.
The team, they get hot. Sometimes they can get overconfident. That's also what you want. It kind of happened in the Orlando game.
Warriors had very rough first halves in Orlando. And then in Philly, particularly defensively. Looney setting up to Looney. And Looney is fouled.
Again, reacting to some of these drives. You're seeing the switches happen. Try to beat your man off the dribble. Force someone to help. Get a defender off of someone. You drew Looney's defender in there. He reacted that. He just didn't stay there. Make the pass a little easier for your teammate. You're at the free throw line. So this is part of your identity. Finding different ways to find traction, even when you're not shooting a three ball well.
Third foul on Keon Johnson. Now, a couple free throws courtesy of Keon.
Cover more ground in the fuel-efficient Kia Sportage Turbo Hybrid.
So Looney missing the first.
That was the great thing about that game against the Knicks. Like, you didn't start shooting the ball well, but you found a way. You found a way to get to the free throw line. You started running. This game, you're starting to drive, take advantage of some of these double teams. Really making it tough. Only 4 for 14 from the three-point line, but now you're getting to the free throw line. You're finding your traction. You got your legs down.
Well, this is all about what is the score at halftime, because they were down double digits to Orlando. They won. They were down double digits to Philly. They came back and took the lead in the fourth quarter, but couldn't finish it off. Cam Johnson missing there. Looney with the rebound. Are you double digits here? You got 3.5 to make sure you're not.
And you're in the bonus. You can use that. Stay aggressive.
Steph to Looney on the roll. Takes some time to lay it up and out. But he did draw the foul. Come on, wanted that one.
Steph is making all the right plays. He's not going to let the physicality get him flustered and make him not think the game. He's still going to make the right passes. And Jimmy Butler said this. When Steph's on the perimeter, defenders jump at him, go to the basket. And Looney knows this. He's been playing with Steph. He's developed that rapport. Get to the rim, get to the free throw line. 6 and 7, the free throw attempt.
So Kaman dropping that in. You know what you need sometimes? A Warrior Shop item of the game. Presented by Rakuten. Maybe a vintage pullover crew and save 30% off. Use that code IOTG30 at checkout at shop.warriors.com. I've tried that in New York City the last couple of days. Just, how about 30% off? And they said, no.
They don't know what you're talking about.
It's another reason to get back to the Bay for the 7-game homestand.
Well, you've seen it so much, it's just become a way of life for you. Need everybody else to get on board.
Claxton holding up top after Looney made both free throws. Buddy Hield did not let Cam Johnson come get the ball. GP2 had the block, but had the body contact. They'll pick up a second foul, and Jalen Wilson to shoot a pair.
That was a tough one. You had him right where you wanted him. So you kind of bailed him out there. Wilson had a few of those tough drives in the first game earlier in the season where you kind of take a step back and just attack. See if you can find an angle, almost treat it like a fast break, but he would do it in the half court. So he's one of those guys that can get downhill really well too. Sometimes you just got to try to gap a guy like that and give yourself a chance to move your feet.
Well, Jalen Wilson, 4 years at Kansas. He was the 51st pick. He was on the national championship team in 2022.
Only 32% from the three. So again, maybe bake them into some tough shots. That would work.
So down 14. Warriors were down 22, but even a much better second quarter after split action. Mayor Williams trying to stay with Steph, and then GP2 is blocked with defense inside, and here comes Jalen Williams. Wilson out of the way. Zion Williams. And how about Keith Santos flying for the contest of the night?
All out effort, but what else you do with him?
Get past the Curry. That free.
Give that play to Keith Santos.
the defensive effort, and he made the pass. Of course, Steph's going to get you an assist. Big 2.5 here. Brooklyn has played wonderful basketball. We've got the whistle up top. Looney will pick up the foul. A foul on the rip through. It would be a little demoralizing if it was a single digit when it comes to the deficit here, but you take your time, no turnover. It's always a good idea to switch sides of the floor, especially in transition. Everybody's focused on Steph, especially in half court, but the transition, even more so. They're going to be a little discombobulated trying to find where everybody is, but they know they have to find Steph. That's their point of emphasis. They've watched the film. They know who this man is. It's dangerous. Now, Brandon Pajemski with the back spasms, the back soreness, is questionable to return, and they have to play the whole game without him. But now 44 seconds into the game. Tyrese Martin on Draymond. It's Santos, another rebound. Here comes Draymond. Pushing it out to Curry. Gets it to 3. Perfectly done. Here we go. He's cooking again. He's got 13. He's back at. Listen to this crowd. They want more. They are entertained. D'Lo up top, trying to get a little two-man game going with Cam Johnson. Now hide behind the Claxton screen. Got clock at 7. D'Angelo Russell again. Zaire Williams double figures in this first half. Top shot from the baseline. And Steph Curry played the D. Curry pushed. An 8-0 Warrior run. Brooklyn takes time. You got your swagger back now. The bullet pass coming in hot. You know Jimmy Butler's catching everything. 22-point lead is down to 6. The one thing you don't want to do with veterans that have a lot on their resume is make them mad. And the Warriors are coming back with a vengeance and giving it to BK with the fullest. Oh!
At Friedman's Appliance, we've curated a brand experience that you must see to believe. Visit today and receive up to $3,000 back with the purchase of select GE Cafe Appliance suite combinations. Friedman's Appliance, perhaps the greatest showroom in the country.
No one can undo an accidental death, but we can help manage what comes next. Justice takes more than a fighter. You need a champion. Walk Up Personal Injury Law. Visit walkuplaw.com.
We want you to start every day with the charge you need. So we're giving you this home charger and covering the cost of standard installation. The Ford Power Promise. Electric vehicle confidence from day one.
For 3. So down to 6 with 1:24 remaining in the half. Warriors have 14 fast break points. That's a lot. Cam Thomas, instant bucket, but missing there. And we've got a foul on the rebound, and this is on Brooklyn. And Santos was the one involved again. There's too much to deal with. By the way, you've done an amazing job on Cam Thomas. He only has 1 point. That's their leading scorer.
Well, thanks, Kay. I think I have done an amazing job on it.
I'm not talking about you.
Well, the Warriors have done an amazing job on him.
I mean, unless you said something to him to think about it and make him overthink the game.
You know, it's so funny. We haven't talked about this, but Cam Thomas is one of those scorers where you kind of hold your breath, like, please don't make your first couple because he can go nuts.
He gets such great elevation on the jumper. It's like, doesn't he contest? But Keith Santos, I said it when he came in, he's infused energy.
But Keith Santos hitting the free throw to take the Warriors on the go and stream the games on the NBC Sports app, brought to you by your NorCal Toyota dealers. It is Coelho Energizador, the Energizer Bunny in Portuguese for Guy Santos.
Careful, you're just going to stick with that. I love it.
So a 4-point game, the 13-2 run coming upon the final minute here. 10 unanswered by the Dubs.
There it is. The scorer, Cam Thomas. Get in. So they gave him some space. He acted like he was looking for someone to hand it off to and just drove.
With 3 Warriors runners there, and you've got to travel before the pass. It looked like the right call. No, it was the right call, but it's just one of those where they had a chance to get that layup. But you're seeing the Warriors push, get all the way in there. Now the Warriors are the more aggressive team. You can feel the momentum shift. It's only their second turnover in the quarter, and 6 in that first quarter. Angelo Russell, and D. Santos, another box out, another rebound. On a much bigger guy in Claxton. You can go 2 for 1 here. 33 seconds left in the half, 17 to shoot. Jimmy Butler and Curry with D. Santos. The 3 missed opportunities and very high degree of difficulty. Santos took a hard fall, but he's good. And now you got a 4-second big clock, little clock difference, winding down the half. Cam Thomas flipping it up and in. 9 seconds to work with, and you do have it in single digits. That was the goal when you were down 22. Steph from midcourt. He goes to him that too. Goodness, Curry from 45 feet. Yo, this dude is amazing. What did he just do? He had one from 3-quarter court in Orlando. He double teamed. He had nowhere to go. Steph's got 16. But Steph Curry, if he's on pavement, he's open. And he goes to him. He throws it. 3:10 left. The highlight of the night from down 22 to within 5. And Jack in the Box at the half is on the way.
Adventure never starts at full blast. It starts quietly, building with every turn. This is the soundtrack of the mountain. Turn it up. The official vehicle of Palisades Tahoe. Toyota, let's go places.
Is juicy chicken your thing? Is spicy hot honey your thing? Introducing new KFC Mike's Hot Honey Chicken. If that's your thing. Just $7 or share it for $25.
Let's talk salary.
Great. What do you typically offer for this role?
It's competitive.
And if it was a number, it would be
A competitive number.
With Indeed, you can avoid awkward salary conversations from the start.
Whoa, a number.
Is it competitive?
The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my skin night and day. Despite treatment, it's still not under control. But now I have Rinvoq. Rinvoq is a once daily pill that reduces the itch and helps clear the rash of eczema fast. Some taking Rinvoq felt significant itch relief as early as 2 days, and some achieved dramatic skin clearance as early as 2 weeks. Many saw clear or almost clear skin.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions. GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events. Infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Disrupt the itch and rash of eczema. Talk to your dermatologist about Rinvoq.
Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Nate, we need to talk about your finances.
My finances are fine. With DashPass, I saved $6 on my grocery order, so I cloned myself. Albuquerque. $0 delivery fees on dog toys. I got me an opera singer that thinks me compliment. She's so nice. DashPass savings equals. Oh yeah, baller.
You need to stop spending.
You're not listening. I'm saving.
I need your arms around me. I need to feel your touch.
I'm tired of waiting. Go to church, you better come back to me to make your mama proud.
I need your arms around me. I need to feel your touch, and I really wanna talk.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Warriors are down 20 after the first quarter, 35-15, but a 13-2 run helped them get back into it. And now down 5 at the half after that Steph Curry heave. How many feet was that? Wow, what a shot. Stephen Curry with 16 points in the first half. As we welcome everybody to Halftime Live, presented by Jack in the Box. Molly, Zena, I am Bonte Z. What's your first half takeaway?
Too many easy drives to the basket. The point of attack defense was not there. Also, the pressure around the arc. What in the world? Letting all these threes coming out of Brooklyn? Let's go. 27th in the league.
A tale of two quarters. Obviously, the Nets dominate 35-15 the first quarter. The Warriors come back, put 40 on them, 40-25 the second quarter. So they stabilized the game. Now he's got to go out and play a good second half.
Brooklyn, 30 of 64 from the three-point line so far this season against the Golden State Warriors. Zena, you mentioned it, 10 of 19 for the Brooklyn Nets, but Stephen Curry heated up, couldn't post with a nice second quarter. But we got action out in Brooklyn as the Warriors will try to end this road trip at 4-1. More coming up here on Halftime Live, presented by Jack in the Box.
Warriors Halftime Live is presented by Jack in the Box. Want so much more crunch? Try Jack's new crispy boneless wings for $6.99.
If you like options, you'll love my $6 all-day big deal meal. Choose from 4 delicious entrees and 5 tasty sides with a drink. Oh, and nobody else includes breakfast items all day. Just this guy. At Jack's, every bite's a big deal. Welcome to Jack in the Box.
We're starting a movement. Well, technically a don't movement.
Because we work hard. We want to relax hard.
It's the Lazy Boy trade-in event. Save 20% on everything. Lazy Boy. Long live the lazy. Hilton is bringing you more new ways to stay than ever before. With all new places, there's all new experiences to enjoy. Hilton for the stay.
This guy can do it all. Justin Gaethje is fearless. Yes, power. The knockout.
So, you like do tricks?
No, Richard, I'm a genius. I'm not doing tricks for you.
Right.
Oh, all right, fine. I'll show you one trick. Toss me your phone. Okay, here we go. NerdWallet will find the right credit card or auto insurance for you in minutes.
Yep, just by answering a few simple questions.
Wow, smart.
Yes, it's smart. It's genius, Richard.
Genius, Richard.
Nerds.
Easy. A pet-friendly Italian restaurant with outdoor seating nearby, and text it to Luca.
You've earned this, so hold it up high. You handle chaos with composure, because everything you do behind the scenes sets the stage for their big day. You are a fighter. This is your reward. Medalla, the mark of a fighter.
At Friedman's Appliance, we've curated a brand experience that you must see to believe in the largest Miele showroom in the country. Right now, bundle your appliances and save up to 10% on your Miele appliance package. Friedman's Appliance, perhaps the greatest showroom in the country.
If you like options, you'll love my $6 all-day big deal meal. Choose from 4 delicious entrees and 5 tasty sides with a drink. Oh, and nobody else includes breakfast items all day. Just this guy. At Jack's, every bite's a big deal. Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Grammy, Academy, and Golden Globe award-winning superstar Mary J. Blige, live in San Francisco. The For My Fans Tour, live at Chase Center, Friday, March 7th, with special guests Neo and Mario. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com. The iconic Mary J. Blige for one night only.
We're always tracking for success, courtesy of our great friends at MyFitnessPal. Contain Cam Thomas. Believe they've done that with the bench. The Brooklyn Nets bench outscoring the Warriors bench 32-21. Martin with a big game off the bench, 13 for the Nets.
A lot of that damage in the first quarter, where the Brooklyn Nets dominated 35-15. The Warriors have stabilized the game. They got to bring these efficiency numbers down. The Nets shooting 50 from the field, 53 from three. Got to do a much better job defensively.
Warriors are active on the glass, but not taking advantage of the offensive rebounding. Offensive rebounds are +5 in that category tonight.
Yes, but Brooklyn's not being able, and the Warriors aren't being able to capitalize off of that. I do appreciate the Warriors being able to keep Brooklyn Nets off the glass defensively. They've only had 6 rebounds in that second quarter. That's a great way to be able to keep the pace in the game.
Curry, not much of a playmaker tonight, just 2 assists, but you can see he may be getting ready to erupt with that heave at that 16 first half points. Warriors down 5. We'll see if they can wrap it up before heading out home for 7 games.
When lawyers who don't handle injury claims need help, they call us. Justice takes more than a fighter. You need a champion. Walk Up Personal Injury Law. Visit walkuplaw.com.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining built Ford tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough.
We're done.
What about these?
Looks right.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty absorbs spills like a sponge and is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
Panera's packed with flavor bagel just got stacked with even more for just $7.99. Meet our new Asiago Bagel Stack. Choose from the chicken Roma with grilled chicken and green goddess dressing, the spicy steak or zesty Tuscan. Only $7.99 each and only at Panera for a limited time.
No one can undo an accidental death, but we can help manage what comes next. Justice takes more than a fighter. You need a champion. Walk Up Personal Injury Law. Visit walkuplaw.com.
We all admire the frontline workers and first responders for their life-saving work. You too can help save a life. A simple act of blood donation takes only about an hour of your time, but it can mean the difference between life and death for patients facing COVID, cancer, surgery, or trauma right now. In fact, every 2 seconds, someone in the U.S. needs blood. Please help a patient in need by making an appointment to donate blood. Go to redcrossblood.org today.
I believe most people are good and most mamas ought to qualify for sainthood. I believe most Friday nights look better underneath understanding lights. I believe you love ain't nothing you should ever be ashamed of. I believe this world ain't half as bad as it looks. I believe most people are good.
What's all this?
I'm 717th in line for free NBA tickets. Need to make sure that they see me in the crowd. But first, I need to finish my posters.
You know you can do all that without doing all this.
All this?
Look, with the NBA app, you can fan hard on your faves, test your fandom, and with NBA ID, get a shot at free tickets, all for free.
Does this mean there's more time for my bucket sport?
Warrior basketball on NBC Sports Bay Area is brought to you by Toyota. Class-leading MPG and more hybrid models than any other brand. Toyota. Let's go places. By Da Vinci Marble, your single source for stone and tile, inside and outside. By DashPass by DoorDash, your door to all things basketball. And by BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Visit BayAreaBMW.com today for exceptional offers. So the Warriors get down 22, but they have a 40-point second quarter to make it a 5-point game at the half. And I mean, we're here courtside, and it's one of those where Brooklyn made them mad. And then the Warriors took it out on the Nets the whole second quarter. But You've still got 10 made threes by the Nets, and they're in the power position.
Steph was like, "You won't like me when I get angry," and he showed out. But you love what the bench gave you in this game, even though they got outscored. The energy they brought, yeah, Santos, and then running, getting up and down the floor, push the tempo, see if they want to get back on you there. You got 16 fast break points. That's a lot for a half. So you just want to do what you did in that second quarter.
I think the anatomy of the comeback is going to be featured by my partner here in the Bookie's Big Time Bifocals, brought to you by your Bay Area Chevy dealers. Fundamentally, they started doing very good things.
Yeah, well, Jimmy Butler got super active. Watch this. 2 defenders stay with him. 1-2. Draymond understands. He came from the deep corner. If I stay over there, our spacing is terrible. But if I cut in here, I give my teammate Jimmy Butler an outlet, move around, find the opening. Now they got to get the quick post, but they're late, and he's got a quick release. Now watch this back screen. This is my favorite play from Jimmy Butler. The switch is happening. Martin is on the top side. Jimmy Butler's like, I'm going to keep you there and push you up. If you're Pat Spencer, get out of there. Give him some space. The timing is perfect, and Draymond Green loves this action. He just wants to throw it up high. He's got a wide receiver, Megatron. He's catching everything. Then run the floor. This is why you want to push it. Everybody's focused on Steph in the half bar. Sometimes in transition, the shift is on, and Claxton had to run down the middle, especially since Looney was running down the middle of the court. He has to respect that. But oh no, there's no one there to guard Stephen Curry. We've seen it. He is the greatest shooter that's ever lived. He's getting open shots, just running to a spot. This is the life for Steph.
Now, it will be challenging, and that Brandon Pajemski is not going to return in this game. So the lineups, the bench, and the 32 minutes that Pajemski played in New York, that's got to be eaten up by several guys. And I thought you said it nice. The energy of a Pat Spencer, a Quentin Post, a Guy Santos, they saved the Warriors in that second quarter.
They really did. You were kind of reeling there, and that can happen. Long road trip, last game, just trying to finish strong. You need all hands on deck. Warriors have had it.
So Guy Santos going to start the second half with Steph, Butler, Moody, and Draymond Green.
Got to keep going. Brooklyn still has the lead.
Draymond set the screen. Draymond puts it in, and he draws the foul.
Look at Steph Curry fist bumping after that one. That is the first play of the half of the Warriors, and it's tremendous execution. That's the watch the switch happen, and because Johnson fought over the top to try to get over that screen, the screen was so good. He's fighting over the top. He's on the wrong side now. Steph kind of threaded the needle there, but it wasn't a risky pass. He made the right pass. Draymond Green will roll into the basket. That's perfectly done.
And so Draymond, his first point, and from 22 to within 2.
Exploited the switch late that time.
Keon Johnson with Claxton. Cam Thomas, Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson out of the corner. Moody out of the contest. Came back for the rebound. And he touched it last. Now, what was concerning for Brooklyn is that 5 of 11 on threes first quarter, 5 of 8 on the second quarter, 6 different guys making threes. So if you're the Warriors, you have to assume, okay, forget the season stats. Brooklyn's making shots tonight.
And just know your personnel. Tim Johnson, that was a great contest there. You got another foul. Is that before the pass was inbounded?
So Draymond and Claxton were pushing back and forth, and so Draymond will be tagged with a foul.
They know it wasn't worse he did there.
I think
Draymond's engaged now. He's in it.
And I think the officials are going to gather to exactly what you just said was the contact and the foul before the inbound, and they got together and said, no, the ball had been released. That's good teamwork. But Claxton and Draymond they're banging and bumping.
I'm still hoping for a challenge with Bill Kennedy.
Use Claxton as a distributor. He had 5 assists early as Brooklyn was making threes. They denied the Angelo the ball. Shot clock at 3. Cam Thomas doesn't need a shot clock, and he bottoms the 3.
That was a great defensive possession. Really good switches, ball pressure, but Cam Thomas could make something out of nothing.
Steph Curry stumbled getting in the lane, made the layup, but drew the foul.
They gave it to him late, but he did the right thing. He jumped into someone.
His first free throw of the night.
Hunt bodies. It's so well done. But you're working off of Jimmy Butler. Just react to the drive, and because you move to your left, Keon Johnson lost sight of it for a quick second. You go quick, you have the angle to the basket. Give me the foul call. They gave it to him. I was talking with Jordy Fernandez about Court of Gold. Steph was in there. I'd love to listen to Steph describe that last game
against France. He actually called it ear tuck was the play. And it was a 3-1 pick and pop with LeBron James. How about that for a play? And Steph popped out of it. They could do that with Jimmy Butler. Have him set the screen for Jimmy Butler. He pops out of it. 2 defenders go with Jimmy Butler. He gets a shot. If the defenders stay with Steph, Jimmy Butler gets. Well, the 4 made threes in the final 2 minutes. Instead of ear tuck, it was tug on my cape. I'm going to be Superman here and take care of it. Right. So Curry's got 18 now and back to a 2-point game. Angelo Russell with Cam Thomas. Thomas had just hit that 3 and then throwing it nicely inside. Cam Thomas is a factor. He got Claxton the easy dunk. Well, he's worked on his playmaking. That's the step he took last season. You see the 2 defenders stay with him. He's making the right pass. Look at Draymond saying, come this way. Steve Santos did the GP2. He ran to Steph with the dribble handoff. Shot clock at 7. Oh, they're taking the back door. Draymond, Steve Santos with the delivery. They're keeping their ball movement going. So the gravity of the defense is going with Steph, but even more so, and it's more lethal when you have that ball movement. Angelo Russell for 3, and Draymond the rebound. Warriors have never led in the game. They got down 22, and Curry has just tied things up. Go ahead and pick on D'Angelo Russell, especially if you can cross match with someone, make him lose contact to you. He's got a bad angle to cut you off. 21 for Steph. Their first tie of the game after 0-0. See, the confidence is just dripping off the Warriors right now. Left with a reach-in foul. A little too much ball pressure there. He was trying to give the Nets what the Nets were giving to him. But the great movement here. Again, Steph Curry's gravity. Everybody's staying with him. Cross pass with your teammate. D'Angelo Russell loses contact with a bad angle now. For Cam Thomas, with Draymond contesting that. Warriors look for their first lead. Jimmy Butler is fouled. Beating your man off the dribble, especially if it's Claxton up there. That's a mismatch. Jimmy Butler's got the quickness advantage. It's just recognizing which matchup is best to attack. You know what's interesting about Brooklyn? Against Western teams, they're 7-7 on the road. They're 2-7 at home. Well, they actually had a really good stretch for like 4 weeks defensively, where they were second in the league defense. Yeah, and then they kind of fell back off. Jimmy Butler for the lead. Why not? That's first 3. The Warriors have flipped this game by 25 points. The defense went with Steph again, man. He is enjoying his time with the Warriors. If he's got that much time to line it up, he's going to knock it down. Jimmy Butler with 14, Steph with 21. From down 22 to up 3, and Brooklyn takes time.
Hey, say I'm the big, the large. This step of that, this is my mama dating in the book. Regardless, my daddy told me keep it
Flavor. Everyone wants a taste.
because I'm the big, the large.
People are good. For laughs, for snorts, for cries, and goodbyes. People are good for doing nothing or getting up to something. People are good. For you, Jim Beam. Best enjoyed together.
Ovation of the Seas, sailing from Los Angeles.
One sandwich that says, this guy appreciates wild-caught Alaskan fish. And a second that says, this guy would like another sandwich. 2 for $6.99. Arby's, we have the meat.
Hey, let's go somewhere fun with AAA. Let's go for a night on the town. No kids. Let's go for a weekend away. Okay, let's bring the kids. But first, let's get this fixed.
AAA, your membership to go.
From starting out,
Whatever you need, you guys give me a call.
to saving up, to income in retirement. Vanguard fixed income funds can help advisors grow their client savings. Vanguard, 50 years of high quality investments.
What are you doing? Trying to watch the game, but my screen's busted.
You should go to T-Mobile. You can trade in a broken phone, and they'll give you a brand new iPhone 16 Pro on them. Where did you get guns?
It was under my seat. When is this thing over?
At T-Mobile, new and existing customers get iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence on us when you trade in your busted old phone. Plus, families can switch and save 20% versus the other big guys' best plans, plus streaming.
It's over.
Warrior lead at 3 after coming from down 22. And we talk about tonight, finishing 12 of 14 games on the road. Our Coors Light meeting the pressure. Okay, they went 4-3 in the first 7 road games. They won the 2 home games in the middle and 3-1. To have a chance to go 10-4 in a stretch where you have 12 of 14 on the road, that can save a season. And that's where the Warriors are right now. This is a different team. Jimmy Butler brought a collective confidence. Steph Curry and Draymond Green were individually confident, but now everybody's super confident in what they're doing out there, really decisive. Angelo Russell and Claxton in a high pick and roll, but they forced him to pick up the dribble. Shot clock at 7. Backdoor cut. Keith Johnson. Steph Curry was in mode. Keelan Johnson actually set the record for the highest vertical leap in the NBA Combine. 48 inches. Oh, 4 feet. 48. That's crazy. Keith Santos back out to Jimmy Butler. On the counterattack. Good rotation by Cam Johnson. Shot clock at 3. Jimmy on a relocate around Cam Thomas, and Thomas recovered to bother that shot. You don't expect the Nets to keep pushing. Claxton. And now a lot of contact both ways. Santos got in there, made sure Cam Thomas didn't get it. Well, nearly had a steal. Steph gets away from him. Curry 3. The rebound, Cam Johnson, and there's the foul. I think he got the foul called because Johnson threw his head back and just made the official see something. The official that called it was right behind him. It didn't have the best angle on it, but sometimes that throwing of the head back, the embellishment can help. Brooklyn beat the Warriors 128-120. That was on November 25th, and they came from 18 down to win that game. Cam Johnson on a reload 3. He's got a pretty stroke, and he's got 12 tonight. Moses Moody got out there, but the pump fake and reload is not as easy as Johnson made it look. Warriors had the big comeback to take the lead. And so Brooklyn steadying themselves to retake it. Draymond lob. Butler will lay it in. You think Draymond likes throwing it to Jimmy Butler? Well, Draymond is making plays right. He just shed his defender and drew in Jimmy Butler's defender. That was an easy play. Cam Thomas up and out. And the Warriors not thrilled with that foul. They're calling some late ones here. They waited until he missed it to see that the foul impacted the shot enough, so they gave him the call. Quentin Post just had one of the greatest rookie maneuvers ever. As we watch this replay with Butler, 2 defenders just left. Quentin Post was sitting in front of us getting ready to sub in. And he looked back, am I blocking your guy's view? And then tried to move out of the way. It's like, Quentin, you're 7 feet tall, and you're coming into the game. I've looked through more players and coaches in 32 years. Don't worry about it. You're good. This man is so respectful. I'm telling you, I've never had a rookie ever turn around. Am I blocking your view, Bob? Are you okay? I mean, the presence of mind. It's awesome. You got so much going through your mind. You're trying to figure out the game, figure out when you come in. You're watching to see what's happening so you can diagnose the game when you get in. If you look back at early in my career, even doing radio would be, here comes Kim Hardaway up the court. There's Don Nelson's rear end. There's that's just part of the deal. That's one thing about thick courtside. You do have to look through bodies. Look through bodies, but I'm good with it. I love it. We've got some great broadcast locations. So the free throws in by Cam Thomas. Brooklyn back up 2. Tic-tac-toe out to Payton. That 3 short, but Draymond's got a rebound and he's being held. The Warriors are aggressive right now. Brooklyn's still fighting. But a lot of the recent film study for the Warriors has been using Steph's gravity. And I just love that Warriors had a chance, especially since Jimmy Butler is here, but he knows how the Warriors plays. He's seen it from afar. He's got super high IQ. But be able to go back and watch film on something that's so fundamental and basic for this organization, playing off of Steph's gravity. The fact that they moved the ball makes it even more lethal, and that's what they were watching. Everybody was kind of reminded of that. Dangerous pass by Curry. And knocked out of bounds. It would be Brooklyn ball. Be careful. That's their first turnover of the half. But you mentioned Jordy Fernandez coaching the Canadian national team. He has his Brooklyn team in the fight. These guys are playing really hard. And these young guys, they're looking for spoiler the Warriors' night. He's a great coach. He just had to deal with a ton of injuries. Jan Johnson overthrows Claxton. And Brooklyn gives it right back. He did Claxton to have a 48-inch vertical. No, that's you, bro. Down 2 with 6:40 remaining in the third. Claxton can't jump very high, though, for a big. Yeah, Johnson fouls Steph again. Steph kind of shaking his head, but that's Johnson's fourth foul.
And Steph is used to this. He understands the Nets are kind of overdoing it right now, too, with their physicality and their ball pressure. And Steph, he likes that. He likes guys getting close to him. Then he can use his quickness even easier. Instead, a little bit of a screen, pop out of it, and rip it through. Keon Johnson's got his knees in there. Steph was able to draw the foul.
Well, and it's free throws for Curry because the Warriors are in the bonus.
Well, Steph is so highly motivated right now. Re-energized as well.
He's got 22 with that made free throw.
Talk about the Warriors having the 9 turnovers. This is such a rarity right now because they've been taking such great care of the ball, and especially Steph. Steph is, you can tell he's so highly motivated because see more two-hand passes, more fundamentally sound passes, and he's so good and so skilled. It's still like Showtime and highlight reel worthy.
Showed it earlier. The Warriors are 9th in the league. That would have been after being 23rd, 30th. With turnover numbers that you can't win. Wilson turns down that three. Tyrese Martin Wolf, but batted back out. An opportunity for Cam Johnson right down the lane.
Warriors are in the bonus right now, too, so can they use that the rest of the quarter? You've still got half a quarter.
2 men on Steph every time. And on the relocate, Curry's out of bounds on the sideline. Now 10 turnovers.
You love the energy Steph is playing with those. He's not going to let a double team take him out of the possession. He's going to relocate. He's got to make sure he gets those Curry brands inbounds.
Warriors expended a lot of energy to come from 22 down. Brooklyn's kind of righted the ship here midway through the third. Cam Johnson throws it away.
And they sprung a double team on him there. Cut him off guard. Tried a tough pass.
Zaire Williams. Jordy Fernandez using length and strength on Steph. Supposed to relocate Curry in the corner. Quentin Pollard, welcome to the Dubs. He's such a great three-point shooter. He hot potatoed that to the best shooter in the world.
That is tremendous ball movement.
And then Tyrese Martin, what a finish. Brooklyn's up for the battle tonight.
You got to get some stops, too, along with your amazing offense now.
And the Nets are shooting 51%. GP2. Oh, should get Draymond a layup, but Harry will probably think about shooting that the next time. Jalen Wilson trail three. Here come the Dubs running it right back. Buddy Hield corner three.
This pace favors the Warriors, though.
Brooklyn three-point shooting is kind of the difference in the game right now as Claxton puts it up and out and posts a nice strong rebound. And he's fouled, and it'll be Quentin Post free throws.
That's what you want, though. You want the pace to kind of bait them into some tough shots. Hopefully, they get a little sped up. But guys take shots they're not used to taking. Claxton is really talented, but that was a rough little floater for him to finish.
But the tough thing, and you said it, waiting for the numbers, is they're 27th in three-point shooting, but tonight they're 13 of 26 are Brooklyn at 50%. And you just have to say, the odds are that they're going to miss some threes.
Right. Especially if you continue to defend at a high level.
Santa Cruz Warriors are back at Chase Center. That'll be on Sunday when they take on the Mexico City Capitans. Those 10,000 fans get the Steph Curry Sandcastle bobblehead. And you get your tickets at chasecenter.com.
Because earlier in the game, the Warriors were kind of making some mistakes defensively. There was some mental lapses. And
The Nets found some opening this quick post. This is the second one. Now, this both free throws there, so it stays at a 4-point game. But they're not really making those same tough mistakes, but they're just making tough shots because they're in rhythm. That's Watford. And they've got an offensive foul. Free arm there, so Brooklyn will turn it over. Like they're trying to go grab the rebound. So grabbed an arm. Well, it's an offensive foul because it was rebounding foul. The Warriors can shoot free throws. GP2 there. See, he tried to be unselfish with Draymond before. But Gary is such an effective scorer in there. He's got 10. He's looking to put it in. Who was that master man? Bro, 38 points in the paint. Watford backing it out. Shot clock winds down to 9. Jalen Wilson weaving, pumping, and drawing the foul. Jalen Wilson to beat the shot clock. That was a nice take. I kind of compare him to like a Josh Hart. Yes. Similar games. National championship. His was in Kansas. Josh Hart, Villanova. Pretty good rebounder. Definitely good to get downhill. You see, he's got counter moves. Counter moves in there. Get to the free throw line. So he's already able to put the ball on the floor and throw multiple moves at you. It is something in the NBA game when the shot clock is under 5. As you say, butter, you got to be able to create something out of nothing. Poise for a younger player is definitely admirable. Sometimes guys get a little flustered there and end up taking a terrible shot, but understanding how much time you have, usually you glance at the clock and know you have time to get downhill, so throw a couple moves at your guy and see what happens. You have to step. Peyton with 10, Curry with 26, Butler with 16. And for Brooklyn, Cam Johnson 14, Cam Thomas 10, Tyrese Martin 15, along with Zaire Williams 10, all in double figures. Isn't that a 4-point game? Looney gets stubborn. Just couldn't quite flip it in. Come on, got right to the rim. Martin headed the other way. Tyrese Martin all the way to the rim. So you missed the layup, you bump the layup. Those 4-point swings come back to haunt you. And now Brooklyn pushes it back up 6. So an 11-2 Brooklyn run. And they retake command.
I have 10 years of experience.
This job requires a college degree. Any degree. Any degree. Just
Indeed matches you with jobs that actually match your experience. And what was your major?
dance.
Oh.
Plan your road trip with the ultimate playground at visitcalifornia.com.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Awesome.
I like it. I love it.
Get low financing today on the versatile RAV4, or choose from the industry's best lineup of hybrid SUVs, the Grand Highlander Hybrid, Land Cruiser, or the Toyota Crown Signia.
Go from dreaming it to driving it today.
Toyota, let's go places. Get the checking account that pays you money at Provident Credit Union. Super Reward Checking is free and pays a high interest rate on your balance. And new accounts can earn a $300 bonus. Open a new checking account and earn a $300 bonus from Provident Credit Union.
With Allegra, you can stop being sneezy without feeling sleepy. Get 0% brain interference for fast, non-drowsy allergy relief with Allegra. It's a no-brainer. See Disney Snow White, March 21st. Rated PG.
Whoever decided to serve KFC chicken with Mike's Hot Honey is a genius. A sweet, sticky, spicy, crispy genius. Grab it for $7. Or share with friends for $25 before it's gone.
And Dub Nation with NBC Sports Bay Area. Every 3, every throwdown. Getting up with a little high ride. Warrior 3 and post game live. I am fully hyped all season long on NBC Sports Bay Area and streaming on the NBC Sports app.
Be sure to check out the interview with Mike Dunleavy on Dubstock, presented by Mancini's Sleep World. Talk about acquiring Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green with the postseason prediction. Finding Quentin Post for the 52nd pick, a lot to do there. our GMC drive of the game, we're going to take this to how Steph drives the opponent crazy at the end of half. In Orlando, from three-quarter court, Steph Curry railing that. Oh, they double-teamed him. The half's going to expire. Great Brooklyn defense. Nope. Steph Curry again right before the half. Wow. He's so good at finding space. The defenders are all over him. Just a quick fake spin, and then you're able to fire it with that quick release. Like, 'cause everybody knows he's looking for that. Even if they want to throw the ball to him, doesn't matter where he is. Guys are on him, sticking to him like white on rice, and he finds a way to break free somehow. It shouldn't matter this way, but you get the idea. Whoever has the lead at the end of this quarter is going to feel some kind of way heading into the fourth. Yeah, I mean, Brooklyn's like, hey, they came from 22 down. Warriors took the lead, but then look at Brooklyn respond with this 11-2 run to be up 6. If you're the Dubs, you've expended all this energy to get back in the game, but you don't want to be down 8-10 heading into the fourth.
No, the Nets aren't discouraged by the way the comeback happened.
Sidestep 3, Moses Moody. And Moody is 4 for 7. And he's got double figures.
And the Warriors aren't surprised the Nets are still playing hard. That's what they do.
3-point shooting, that's what you're waiting for Brooklyn. They're 13 of 26. That kind of percentage is amazing. Backdoor cut, and Looney was ready for it. Buddy Hield threw it away.
Just got caught in the air.
And Keith Santos called for the foul.
He just doesn't come to jump stops, especially in transition like that. He's just trying to play so fast and just run through the pass. That time he jumped like he's about to shoot it, got caught in the air with nowhere to go. The last thing you want to do. Tough if he doesn't have a 3 early on, trying to drive in there, nowhere to go. But again, just find a way to come to a jump stop.
Yeah, Buddy, 18 minutes and he's scoreless tonight. He's such a barometer for the Warriors, but he has a good shooting game. And Jalen Wilson dropping in the free throw.
Turnovers. One thing that's crazy about this game for the Nets, they have 42 points off the bench.
Half their scoring is from their bench.
Crazy. They're 10th in the league in bench scoring. So they had a lot of games where they've had a lot of bench points, but their bench has been unreal tonight.
And without Brandon Pajemski, who played only 44 seconds before the back issue, the ball knocked away from Moody, and they're going to have Brooklyn challenge this.
They're going to challenge it. The Nets are testing the Warriors' ball, and they have to do it by committee.
So, coach's challenge with 2:38 remaining in the third.
Some days your health journey takes a detour down rocky road. That's okay. It's about progress, not perfection. Tweet today, sweat tomorrow. MyFitnessPal. Download now. Some days your health journey takes a day trip to Cupcake Town. All good. It's about progress, not perfection. Little Timmy today, little tofu tomorrow. MyFitnessPal. Nutrition tracking for real life.
Nate, we need to talk about your finances.
My finances are fine. With DashPass, I saved $6 on my grocery order. I'll clone myself. Albuquerque. $0 delivery fees on dog toys. I got me an opera singer that sings me compliments. She's so nice. DashPass savings equals. Oh yeah, baller.
You need to stop spending.
You're not listening. I'm saving.
I quit.
85-80. The Nets on top. They had the 5-point halftime lead. Jalen Wilson with the ball pressure here.
Looked like it went off of Wilson's foot.
His right foot right there.
Now, did Moody touch it afterward?
It didn't look like he touched it at all.
And is it clear and conclusive to overturn the call on the floor?
The call on the floor is Warrior ball. Now,
this is huge.
at the end of a road trip, I like to do nice things for you as my partner.
You do?
Could I interest you in some Billy Kennedy on camera here?
Yes, I need that.
I mean, Billy Kennedy announcing this.
Well, I just shot Billy Kennedy a look like, it's your time, bro. You need to bring it. I need you to take me on a journey. Tell me a story.
We have had the officiating Oscars throughout the year, and Billy Kennedy consistently is one of the best performers.
Okay, that definitely hit his foot. Did Moses Moody touch it afterwards? They're taking their time. The thing about Billy,
If Moody had touched it, the ball would have changed direction.
yeah,
right?
you would have thought, right? Looks like it'll be an unsuccessful challenge, which will be huge in a game like this. If it ends up being clutch minutes, and you,
All right, here we go.
here we go.
End of the road trip, Billy Kennedy. And now, for the best performance of a short film in his 28th year in the NBA,
I want to pause for a second.
151 playoff games and 8 finals. I present to you one of our favorites, Billy Kennedy.
After reviewing the play, the call stands as called. The coach's challenge has been deemed unsuccessful.
It's the pause, it's the delivery, and it's the, after reviewing the play, another stellar performance.
That pause, he kind of laughed from the crowd too, because they knew what to expect too. He's got a reputation now. There's always like an unexpected twist with his presentation.
All right, now watch this, K, though, the 8-second violation.
Yeah.
There's 17 on the clock. You got a second plus to get it into the front court. And so Guy Santos, do not throw it to Buddy Hield in the backcourt. You got to throw it into the front court.
And Moses Moody, there we go. Oh. Jimmy Butler's like, throw it up high. You threw a low pass to the side and threw his shins.
So the Warriors do end up with the turnover there. That's a little frustrating. This final 2.5, Steph is sitting right now. So you're down the halftime deficit of 5.
You don't have a point guard out there.
You don't have Pajemski. And that ball's out of bounds. That is Brooklyn ball still.
They pointed the Brooklyn way.
Steve Kerr is going to challenge this. Guy Santos said, I never touched this. So, okay. Billy Kennedy had one out of bounds play. Another coach's challenge. This Warriors side. A double feature of Billy Kennedy? Is it possible?
I need it.
We're going to find out.
The doctor will see you now. But do they really? Do they see that crick in your neck? That ache in your heart? Will they see that funny little thing that wasn't there last year? When you bounce in your step? The way your retinal scan connects to your blood sugar? At Kaiser Permanente, all of us work together to care for all that is you.
If it's actions that speak louder than words, we'll let the versatile, adventure-ready BMW X3 prove what we mean. The BMW X3, the ultimate driving machine. Take advantage of exceptional offers on the BMW X3 today.
So the best news, it's not even a coach's challenge. The officials got together and said, no, it was Warrior ball. That's what I said. Guy Santos never touched it, so Steve didn't even have to use the challenge. It is Warrior ball.
He messed up pointing in the wrong direction. The worst part about it is we were robbed another Billy Kennedy presentation.
But the Warriors still have a challenge. You never know.
That's true.
Jimmy Butler working the baseline to Guy Santos to lay it.
So Jimmy Butler, when he's driving on the baseline, got his head looking for cutters. And Guy Santos knows how to move without the ball. His defender turns his head. Your time.
Final 2 minutes with Steph sitting here trying to buy him that rest. Who has the lead? Into the fourth. Well, Davon Sharp, it was deflected. No backcourt violation. Shot clock at 5. Trenton Watford coming off that screen. Fading. Looney played the D. A 24-second violation.
Warriors needed to get that stop. They've been looking for stops. Stops have been hard to come by.
As much as we love Guy Santos, during that timeout, he went to Jimmy Butler and said, I'm so sorry I threw that pass at your feet. Like, Guy is such a great teammate.
Oh, yeah.
He's just like, it was completely my fault. I'm so sorry.
That's good. And Jimmy Butler told him about it, told him where he wanted, where he should have thrown it. It's a good learning moment.
These guys are still learning each other. Jimmy's only been here 11 games. And Butler will get himself to the line.
He's so good.
Again, it's the same kind of play. He was driving that baseline, just kind of probing. Last time he was looking to pass it. This time I think he cut him off hard and just jumped back into him. Like, you got the big on you, and you're just trying to use that to your advantage. Your quickness is sharp as trying to trail you or track you. Couple free throws, courtesy of California Community Colleges.
Get the money you need to reach your goals. At a California community college, financial aid is available year-round to help you cover tuition, books, supplies, and other basic needs like food and sometimes even the rent. Get started today at icangotocollege.com.
So Jimmy Butler with 18 points, 5 assists, 6 of 9 shooting, building on the 19-point game he had at Madison Square Garden, and back to a 1-point game. Moody pounding Cam Thomas. Here comes that super score, flipping it up and out, but he will get to the line. That's the only thing about ball pressure, being that close to him at court. If the ball handler has any kind of speed or quickness or burst like Thomas does, he can get by you a little easier. Coach Kerr was asking, was that a foul? You don't want to use your challenge for that one. Thomas is going to stay aggressive. Looney picks up his 3rd foul. The Cam Thomas is 3 of 7 shooting. He's got double figures with 11. We can celebrate Women's Empowerment Month at Chase Center on Saturday. Warriors finally home from the road trip. Presented by Rakuten. All fans get the Women's Empowerment t-shirt. We mentioned we have the Women's Empowerment broadcast with Jenny Kravnar and a bunch of friends. Looking forward to that. Get to watch. So Thomas, like all good scorers, start to limit the line a little bit. But he's 5 of 6 free throwing. Warriors were, if you just get home from work or something, the Warriors were down 22. They were down 5 at a halftime. Took the lead. An 11-2 run by Brooklyn gave them the advantage. Jimmy Butler missing Looney there to guide it home to make it a 1-point game. It's an amazing take from Jimmy Butler with the pump fakes, and then Looney's man is one of the guys contesting. He's just able to do his work early, position himself, get an offensive rebound. They had to adjust the clock there. The shot clock did not start to expire. Derek Richardson also wanted to put it at exactly a minute left in the quarter. Trying to bring the ball pressure, but Moses Moody on Thomas. You just got to make sure, especially if he's close to half court, you give him a little space there, and then look for other opportunities to be physical as he gets closer. Yeah, he got a Charlie horse there trying to fight over that screen. Cam Thomas in, out, up, and good. He starts to hit those. Run for the hills. He's explosive. In the 3rd, but what does that portend for the 4th quarter? One knocked away. Brendan Walker, good defense. Brooklyn 3-point lead the ball. Cam Thomas says, I'm starting to feel it. They send a second body. Give it back to Thomas. Then Moody knocked it away. It's loose on the deck. Open 3. And Moody for the rebound. Moses, what a great play. 3 seconds to work with. Buddy Hield 3. And that will do it for the 3rd. So Brooklyn does have the lead, but the Warriors a little fight and rest for Steph. Can they make it an unreal road trip? Can they go 4 from home? They got 12 minutes to get it done.
Where do you find the soul of BMW? It's not just in a long legacy of performance, but in those who drive it.
Take advantage of exceptional offers on the all-electric BMW i4.
Jesse Owens was an Olympic legend in track and field, but he couldn't outrun lung cancer. It killed him at age 66. My grandfather died too young. Black Americans are still at higher risk than others for getting lung cancer at a younger age. Plus, the cancer is likely to be more advanced by the time it's detected. Find out if you're at risk. For more information, go to this website and ask your healthcare provider how you can win the race against lung cancer.
Oh, I'm looking good. Thank you. Just became a real ID. What's the plan? Impromptu road trip? Actually,
Initially, the plan is to fly to New York for today's product launch, and then visit the family in California and cap it off with a girls' weekend in New Orleans. You really can do all that. Sure, I'm a real ID, so I'm good to board any domestic flight. Speaking of which, gotta fly. Nice. Enjoy. I'll be here.
Be your Real ID self today. To learn how, visit tsa.gov/RealID or your local DMV.
Grammy, Academy, and Golden Globe award-winning superstar Mary J. Blige, live in San Francisco. The For My Fans Tour, live at Chase Center, Friday, March 7th, with special guests Neo and Mario. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com. The iconic Mary J. Blige for one night only.
I'll tell you a game summary. Nobody expected Brooklyn to be up 25-5 to begin the game. They had a 20-point lead, built it to 22. Warriors come storming back. And then a pretty even third quarter, and it settles with Brooklyn up 3, heading into the fourth. Now, Steph Curry's played 27 minutes, so again, maybe under the 8-minute mark is when Steve ideally would like to bring him in. Yeah, so how do you win these Steph minutes? I think this quarter is going to be about handling the pressure. You got 14 turnovers, and you limit your turnovers. It's going to happen in the NBA. Team lost 5 in a row. They come in hungry, off to a fast start. They've been continuing to fight, and they're 13 of 27 on threes. Jimmy Butler, that's the Butler defense there. Cam Thomas, that you're going to fight harder. Quentin Post having that blocked. What a great hustle play by Day'Ron Sharpe. Sharpe is super athletic and active. Think of an Isaiah Stewart, Tristan Thompson, like with Podziemski out and Steph sitting. This is as big a lineup as the Warriors can put out there. Yeah, it is. Buddy Hield, Guy Santos, Draymond, Jimmy Butler, Quentin Post. Guy Santos is cut, and Draymond will find you. And Cam Johnson kind of got caught in between, trying to figure out, do I stay out with the shooter Quentin Post? Oh, no. They're getting it inside. Foul. Day'Ron Sharpe was at point-blank range, so before the shot. Well, Sharpe has a great NBA body. You can't teach his size. Again, I said I compare him to like a Tristan Thompson, Isaiah Stewart, like really good rebounder, really good passer too. You give it to him, kind of let him initiate movement. Yeah, the 1 year in North Carolina, he was the 29th pick of 2021. Angelo Russell, Draymond backed into an open spot. Jimmy Butler's got it. Jimmy Butler looking for a cutter initially, cycle it all the way around. Can Buddy get going? Buddy is over tonight. 0 for 7. Love some of the looks he's getting. Cam Thomas. That 9 in the third, you just hope that isn't a full heater for Cam Thomas because he can put up points in a hurry. 16 now in the game. Counterattack has been deployed multiple times. Buddy Hield again. Okay. Buddy now is 0 for 8. Did some good looks. That was another good screen there from Quentin Post. Cam Thomas and Draymond doing everything. Good rebound for Draymond Green. He's got 8 assists to go with his 5 boards and his 5 points. And Day'Ron Sharpe and Draymond coming together up top, and Sharpe with the foul. See a lot of collisions happening. Draymond's built for it, and he's looking for all the smoke. So now Buddy Hield will sub out, and Moody in. Is Guy Santos the smallest Warrior on the floor? Yes. This is 5 fairly large Warriors. You're good with it. See if you can use that size. Jimmy Butler essentially is your point guard here, along with Draymond. Drop it to Butler. D'Angelo Russell had him in a bear hug. He extricated himself, flipped it in, and made the basket. How did he do that? It's so smart. He had exposed D'Angelo Russell out there. Tried to get him hemmed up. Butler's like, yeah, I like that. And one. See how ferociously Jimmy Butler dove in there on him? And D'Angelo Russell was just not ready. You got some space in there, too. The rest of the defense is lifted. Like,
Jimmy Butler has been super active tonight, especially when he sees a matchup he likes. So Butler's got 21, and we're tied again. 4 ties in the game. Warriors came from the 22 down and took the lead, and Brooklyn reeled off an 11-2 run. Now you got a game that feels like it's going down to the end. Shot clock at 5. Cam Thomas. And Butler left his feet, but then didn't foul him. Quick post comes up with it. Jimmy Butler's just doing things on offense and defense that are amazing. He's trying to post up D'Angelo Russell again. Got him again. Rip through. It's not a shooting foul, but it is the rip through foul. It's so funny because, they're going to say it's. No, it's the rip through. Yeah. It's not the active shooting. Yeah, not the active shooting. Yeah. Just sideline out of bounds. And Draymond hates it. But it's funny, D'Angelo Russell wanted them to challenge the last one, but they're out of challenges. They lost the one they challenged. So that's pretty important. But I don't think they would have won it. Well, Derek Richardson was signaling it's an inadvertent whistle. He says, I'm not going to call a foul. It's still Warrior ball, but it stays at 16, and there is no foul assessed there. Okay. So he had blown the whistle and said, nope, that's not what I meant to do. That's okay. So that's in his own. Santos, off front iron there. Just kind of get the ball in the middle, collapse the defense that way. You're buying time for Steph Curry right now. And D'Angelo Russell turns it over. How about Moses Moody's defense on this road trip? He's taking pride in bringing the ball pressure. And he's not making anything easy on that side for them. Moses is 6'5", 215, but in a long wingspan, he's athletic, and he's here for the grind. If you expose that ball, he's going to take a swipe at it. He's got pretty good hands. Butler and Draymond. 2-man game. Jimmy did the baseline, little mid-range. Went and posted, hails that rebound. Shot clock at 10. Jab step. Butler again. And Jimmy Butler to the line. Look at him clapping on the floor. This is what I do. He is a beast when it comes to jumping into. He's hunting bodies. So this is the 12th game. Jimmy Butler's been a Warrior. The change in free throw attempts by the Warriors, the change in free throw percentage from 30th to 1st. Oh, yeah. It almost defies mathematical description. I mean, talk about just turning things around in a 12-game stretch. More paint points, too. This is a Warrior team that never went to the line. This is a Warrior team that never made free throws other than Steph. They were 30th in the NBA. So impactful. And besides the impact he's had on the Warriors' numbers, stats, you can kind of compare him to Andre Iguodala, totally different players, but the way he calms things down, his presence, an adult in the room 5, the way he doesn't turn the ball over, how selfish he is. Butler drops in the free throw. When you look at the difference, okay, you're last. You're the worst free throwing team in the league, and now you're first. Wow. And you go from 27th up to 9th. His free throws per game, you were last. Now you're 3rd in the entire NBA. It's wild that we're able to say free throws are a part of the Warriors' identity right now. It's the same reason last game against the Knicks, they were 4 for 4 at halftime. Had the boldness to say, you should get to the free throw line. And then they actually did it. Finished with 19 attempts. For the first time all year, the Warriors did anything you told them to do. Right. You do is start listening at some point. So Butler with 23, and the Warriors back up to again, buying more time for Steph. Non-Steph minutes. And Thomas doubled and fouled. Trying to bail them out there. They had him exactly where they wanted him, and they used that baseline as another defender. So 2 Warrior team fouls, 3 on Brooklyn. Long way to go here, but which team gets into the bonus? Cam Thomas with Moody hounding him. Keon Johnson, a little show and go and flipping it up and out, batted out to an open spot, but it's one of the best shooters on the team finding it, and Cam Johnson can't hit it. That was a great defense possession. Nothing easy at the rim. Keep playing defense after you give up an offensive rebound. But post, he's got Cam Thomas on him. Walks him in. Look at the big man. Flexed on him after that one. He's a small defender. He's too small in there. They gave him some space. They trusted him. The big moment. Timely bucket. Great back to the basket game. Quick post. He is the post
lead of the night. This does have sufficient postage. Mail that. Oh, my goodness.
Grammy, Academy, and Golden Globe award-winning superstar, Mary J. Blige, live in San Francisco. The For My Fans Tour, live at Chase Center, Friday, March 7th, with special guests Neo and Mario. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com. The iconic Mary J. Blige for one night only.
You've earned this, so hold it up high. This isn't just a restoration. It's a revival, because you know there's value in making space for your people. You are a fighter. This is your reward. Medalla, the mark of a fighter.
In 10 years, Lisa Schneider will have an amazing second act, thanks to career reskilling courses from AARP to help make sure her income lives as long as she does. The younger you are, the more you need AARP.
Guacamole? Is this for real?
It is for real, yes. Nothing is frozen. Everything is made fresh every day. If you see an open kitchen, you're going to trust the food. It's as real as it gets.
What you see is what you get.
Exactly.
And fries or salad? Fries or salad. Why does that question feel more like a question of our character? And are we here to watch the game or what we eat?
Yeah.
Yeah. And are we still pretending to like kale?
I hate kale.
I know. Look, we can't just eat whatever, whenever. But health goals are about progress, not perfection. Indulge today, reel it back in tomorrow. You just got to know where you stand.
So, fries or salad? MyFitnessPal, nutrition tracking for real life. Download now.
What's up, everybody? Bonte Hill live here in our downtown studios at NBC Sports Bay Area. Coming up on Toyota Warriors Postgame Live, we'll preview the upcoming 7-game homestand for the Golden State Warriors as they try to complete this game and go 4-1 on this 5-game trip. And plus, don't miss the exclusive Dove Talk podcast with Mike Dunleavy airing immediately after Dove Talk Live. That'll be right here in NBC Sports Bay Area. I'm back to Fitzabuki out in Brooklyn, New York.
Right, Ponce, the Warriors 15-6, while Steph sat for 2:45 remaining in the third. So checking in now at 8:03. Amazing. How good were those non-Steph minutes? +9. The Warriors are +18 with Steph sitting tonight. That is a rarity and needed. Cam Johnson on post, shot clock at 2. Clint both played the D, never got beat off the dribble. Perfect. So this is the largest lead. After down 22, you're up 4. Out rebounded the Nets. Brooklyn has given a great effort. GP2 down the lane to put it up and out, but he will get to the line. They just exploited that switch again. And Steph, instead of turning it over, trying to force it to GP2 himself, fire it over to Draymond Green. He's got a better angle to make that pass and complete the pass. It's just taking care of the ball, valuing every single possession. I always ask you this. You never had a broken nose, but how difficult is it to play with a mask? It's really hard. First of all, your vision. You got to make sure you position that mask so you can see out of it. Definitely not black and see-through. So if it blocks your eyes, you're screwed. If you get hit in the face and it moves, you're screwed. Xfinity gives fans the fastest connection to the Warriors. You can stream the biggest moments from the best seat in the house. Xfinity, bring on the good stuff. And you know, when Podziemski wore the mask, it definitely bothered him. You know, Brandon would never say it. We could say it because we could see the shooting. And for GP2, first game with the mask, he's been remarkable tonight with 12 points. Looks fine. You even got the shooter's role there. Not everybody can be Rip Hamilton. Yeah, exactly. You wore it every game. And once it happened, he got so comfortable, left it in there. Shot clock at 11, and Cam Johnson. You want to run him off the line, and that's a good adjustment by Cam to get all the way to the bucket. So he's got 16. Long way to go in this game, and it's been a super long road trip. So the Warriors going to come home for 7 straight at home. Steph with a good hand saved the turnover. Ricochet back to Draymond. Shot clock at 4. This possession going nowhere. The quick post bails the ball off the Curry feed. They kept their poise under pressure. Through deflections. Steph finally got 2 defenders, jumped at him, and quick post has 10 off the bench. One game. Keon Johnson and Claxton. Trying to get Cam Johnson going. Here's the high riser, Keon Johnson. Back out to Cam Johnson. And the threes are starting to go astray now for Brooklyn. That's what you expect. They were 13 of 26. They missed their last 4. Curry weaving through the Brooklyn roster and flipping it up and in. Steph's got 28.
Just kept his dribble alive. Bro, the double team came and he kept his dribble alive, let the double team leave, then he can work.
Claxton on the roll. Nice finish. They are buzzing here in Brooklyn. The Curry Rose Show has been the star of the NBA for the last week and a half. GP2 to post. Sidestep, reload 3. And rimmed it out. And Cam Johnson, a man's rebound. Cam Johnson in, out, up, and fouled.
And a few late lives. Had a few late calls where they called it late after the miss. Draymond wants them to challenge. They're looking back at it. Look at Steph. The double team comes. Then Claxton leaves. He's like, okay, great news. I can go to work. Harlem Globetrotter, Curly Neal, keep his dribble alive, finish. It's the takeover here in Brooklyn.
The Warriors are going to use the challenge here because it would be Draymond's 5th foul. So it's a timeout anyway, but you're trying to see if you get away with having something overturned. A 6-point lead with 5:40 left.
Ovation of the Seas, sailing from Los Angeles.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Hey, here he is. Let's do this.
You ready? Yeah.
What up, guys? All right. Get in now for a low $199 lease on the full Tacoma Double Cab, or choose low financing for an unbelievable $3,000 cash back on the powerful Tundra.
Go from dreaming it to driving it today. Come on.
Toyota, let's go places.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Chevy makes affordable vehicles that help you enjoy life. Get more for less in the Chevy Trax. Maximize every mile in the all-electric Equinox. And power through with the capable Colorado. Enjoy endless possibilities and your new Chevy. Current qualified lessees can get this Equinox EV for around $319 a month. Plus, current eligible Costco members can get up to $12.50 member-only incentive.
It's all right here on one app.
So the challenge will be unsuccessful, but I'm telling you why Steve Kerr did that. The Warriors had 3 timeouts. It was going to be the 5th foul on Draymond. He was going to take a timeout anyway, and so that was called a foul, remain a foul. But you were going to lose the timeout as it is, and then Draymond has a cut between the webbing of his index and middle finger right there. It had to be tended to. So Draymond's going to sit with 5 fouls. You're going to have free throws. The lead is at 6. You still have timeouts remaining. So that wasn't the biggest issue. Brooklyn is down to 1 timeout left in the game. That's big. That could be a factor down the road here.
Absolutely. Will we get clutch minutes is the question. Warriors have played in so many clutch games.
38.
Definitely feels like with the Warriors, you found collective confidence. Jimmy Butler here, the closer in Steph Curry, still closing it. Put other teams to sleep. You can win more of these clutch games.
It might be 36 and they're 18 and 18. I want to say that's to correct myself there.
Johnson actually focused this season on becoming a more well-rounded player. Playmaking ability, focusing on other parts of the game. Because he came into high school as a shooter, college as a shooter, NBA as a shooter, but all those other stops, he left a more well-rounded player. So he wants to do the same thing. That North Carolina team, Kobe White and Cam Johnson, he went 11th in the draft in 2019. The 2 years at North Carolina, but yes, 90% free thrower, 40% on threes, averaging 19 a game, and Cam Johnson's got 18 tonight. So 4-point lead in the ball, but Draymond with 5 fouls. So how do you manage these minutes without your best defender? And Curry, maybe you do that. Curry's got 31. Locked and killed him. That was a split action. 2 defenders reacted to him, but he found a little space in there for that lightning quick release. Mid post never leaves his feet. It sells out, and for a young guy, he's doing all right. That time the foul, and this is where you said well-rounded. So Cam Johnson, a couple of years ago, maybe squeezed off a contested 3. This time he drove around and got all the way to the rim. This man, Steph Curry, makes tough shots look routine. Look at this splash. Claxton's there. Williams is there. Steph, that quick release. Look at him playing to the crowd, too. He is a showman through and through. He has the perfect nickname in that the babyface assassin. Don't forget, assassin is in the nickname. He wants to rip your heart out. That's how competitive he is. He might want us to get rid of that baby face. He's got a full-grown beard. He's a grown man now. Well, we got big face coffee, and we've got grown man face, baby face assassin. Where are you adjusting this to? I'm saying he's fully grown up. His body looks totally different from when I was playing with him when he was my rookie. Well, Steph's going to be 37 next week, right? He built his body up, man. Unbelievable. I got to say, when Draymond turned 35, I was like, wait a minute. Draymond just turned 35. Steph turned 37. What is happening? Are you saying, man, I'm getting old? Well, no. At the Iguodala retirement ceremony, that's what Steph said. Andre, we're old, basically. But they're also very good. GP2. He hired and then tipped in his own miss. That's body control. He tried him, and then the quick jump after he knew he missed it. Go back to the 8-point lead. Tap Cam Thomas on the baseline, and then Butler takes it away. Never saw him. Came from his blind side. So 4.5 left. Run the split action with Quentin Post. 2 men jump at Curry, and Steph is fouled on the pass. Man, free throws. They're in the bonus now. Yeah, Steph is a little worse for wear there. He got cracked on the shoulder. Look at GP2. Watch him try. Williams is too close to me. I'm blowing by him. Got his steps right. Oh, Claxton got there. Tried to body him. But GP2 is the quickest off the ground. He's really comfortable around the rim. I'm telling you. You got to love the NBA. That just shows you he's a little different. I think the way he tried him there, he got up so high, but then quick off the ground. He's so comfortable banging in there with the trees. Well, Steph's got 32. I think Steph Curry is have a little discussion with Johnson and D'Lo. It looks like his shoulder is okay. So second half points since February 25th. Shea, Steph, LeBron, Booker, and Brunson. Wow, he's getting MVP chance in Brooklyn. He's like that. So Curry's got 33, and the biggest lead by the Warriors. They have flipped this game 32 points. I think they can use the fact that they're in the bonus, too, now. Don't foul Cam Thomas. And Steph stayed down nicely. Keon Johnson. Nice take and finish. Little fake handoff there. Maybe gave him a step. Jimmy Butler said, get shots up to the floor. Oh, a little tic-tac-toe. And GP2's got 16. Just double team Steph Curry so fast. There weren't enough defenders on the weak side. Tell you what, you think Quentin Post can swim in the deep end of the pool? This rookie has been something else. Well, you know what happened? You were saying it was a growing game for him against the Knicks. Yes, because he got bounced around a little bit and struggled. Yeah, it was. But he learns fast. He's a fast learner. He's shown that. He's had some timely buckets and great minutes. And Thomas, that screen by Claxton got him all the way to the rim. So Steve Kerr, I think he wanted to use the timeout. And that will be the case. So 3:43 left with an 8-point lead. The question is, when do you bring Draymond back into the game? But you have had back-to-back New York games from Jimmy Butler. 19 in the Garden, 23.6 assists tonight. Our Bay Area BMW Ultimate Performer, brought to you by your Bay Area BMW Centers. Steph at one point was negative 14. So the non-step minutes were plus 19 because of that guy right there. He was excellent tonight. All the mismatches, he found him. He was exposing people left and right. Nobody is safe. Anybody can get it. They're looking for Jimmy. Throw it over the top. Set a back screen. Get to the rim. I mean, they put on a clinic how to get easy baskets. And I said it before. He doesn't like having to make a move if he doesn't need to. Like, if he can get position in there, fight, see a small defender, go at D'Angelo Russell, and he's going to do it. And he did it tonight. So the efficiency of Butler, it's 7 of 12 and 6 of 6 from the line. So these are just the last 10 games. Remember, Butler sat out the one game in Philly. But I would say those are all pretty nice numbers. Yeah. He's got the presence. And you think about the confidence he brings. And this is part of the reason why. The free throw, the fact is they're taking care of the ball even better when they were amazing at that on this season. So Steve just answered our question. You bring Draymond Green back in right now. With 3:43 left, he's playing with the 5 fouls. Brooklyn picks up full court. Haven't had Pajemski really all night. Quick pulse, what a screen. White and rocked Cam Thomas. Draymond out in the air. That's a turnover. Threw it away. Need to get shots up in the fourth. That's Jimmy Butler's thing. Not have to give away possessions. The corner three lasered in by Keon Johnson. So that turnover hurt. They were a little indecisive on the weak side there. It's like Steph kind of got caught in no man's land. Keith Santos, too. The final 3 minutes here. You're closing games with Keith Santos and Quentin Post. And Keith Santos is doing a lot of ball handling right now. Steph's off the ball. And Butler get to the line again. And he hasn't been here for more than 12 games. This is the 12th game, and he's already an expert at using Steph Curry and his gravity. Like a little fake handoff there. Everybody's waiting for him to pass the ball. And you're able to use that fake handoff and just kind of flip it at the rim. Draw a foul because you're seeking out the body.
Now, we were having fun with the free throw numbers, but to win on the road in the NBA in the fourth quarter, you've got to get into the bonus, you've got to get to the line, and you've got to convert those free throws.
And it's
too difficult otherwise.
Well, to win clutch games, definitely need to, yeah.
So Detroit Saturday, Portland on Monday. The Warriors face the Blazers, presented by Ross at Warriors.com or 888-GSW-HOOP. Talk about a team that's playing hard and playing a lot better under Chauncey Billups. Yeah. Portland Trailblazers. Denny Avila and then Shaden Sharp, super athletic. Scoot Henderson, Anthony Simons, they play very well. Warriors are 9 of 9 for the line in the fourth quarter.
They're going to be looking to force turnovers for sure.
Butler's got 25. Cam Thomas, wow, what a finish there. Double clutch hung in the air and dropped it in. He's got 18.
All kinds of hang time.
2.5 left, protecting the 5-point lead. Draymond looking for Steph. And Curry, that three is offline. Keith Santos tipped it, ricocheting around. Quentin Post will track it down. Draymond down the lane. Keith Santos to Butler. Dangerous pass, but Jimmy caught it. Shot clock at 3. Curry banking it up and out. But he was fouled.
Yeah, he got hit in the face. Steph Curry was signaling that, but there was so much great movement there. And the extra effort to get an extra opportunity for Keith Santos, just keeping it alive. Here's the foul on Steph. And you continue to move. Make the Brooklyn Nets work as hard as possible. There's a little contact there enough. But again, Brooklyn has no more challenges. So Warriors will take it. Steph is so good with his movement out the ball. And that's what happened with that 56-point game. For them. People were saying they should have double teamed. Should have kept 2 on it. His work without the ball is the reason why. You can't keep 2 guys with Steph off the ball at all times, and he uses that. He's just going to keep moving, find a way. Sometimes just juking your guy out, or just moving to where he can't see. You got an angle to the basket, and if you want to do that, every one of the whole guard Steph, that's when Draymond and Jimmy Butler just dice you up. Absolutely, and Jimmy Butler has done it a ton. MVP chance here in Brooklyn. The Warriors starters from the foul line are 18 of 18. 7-point lead at the 2-minute mark. Cam Thomas attacking and couldn't quite get the angle. Missed the layup there, and it's 5-on-4. Thomas is behind the play. They're going to use some clock here. Get rid of it before he was doubled. 100 seconds of crunch time. 7-point lead in the ball. Draymond on the baseline, and he is fouled. And more free throws coming. Butler's just surveying, looking around. He's Claxton going to have a bad angle if he fires it over to Draymond. Not going to be able to cut Draymond off. The Warriors are going to be, well, depending on whether they make this, they're 25 of 28. They're about to shoot their 29th and 30th free throw attempts. Like, they have crushed when it comes to that battle. And this is the game that started out, we were going, well, they haven't shot a free throw yet. They're not getting any foul calls. They're trying to go 10-2 with Jimmy Butler as Draymond puts that in. But in 2 of the potentially 10 wins, they came from 24 down against Chicago and 22 down tonight. Those will be the 2 biggest comebacks of the season. Well, I said it. When the Warriors were down in this game, they're super confident they're going to win this game. You've seen the team confidence and the way they've done it. They just walked the Nets down and they flipped this game on its head. Draymond, 7 points, 9 assists, the 6 boards. Santos recovered there. Cam Thomas getting it back. Missed the elbow jumper. Jimmy Butler and Claxton. That's a tough rebound by Claxton. So Brooklyn not quite going away. 7-point lead in the ball. Draymond, the GP2. Cycle it back around to Butler. Shot clock at 8. And Jimmy having it knocked away and out of bounds to the Warriors. I'm thinking about, it's Warrior ball. This has been a physical game. Collisions everywhere. Look at Jimmy Butler. He's trying to look for the body. No foul there. I think it's a good no call. You just execute under out of bounds. You got 7 seconds left. 7 to shoot. Steph to inbound. But it's Draymond. They left Steph in the corner. That's a mistake. 30 for 3. And it gives him the 9. He slipped him. He wasn't sure about it. The Knicks game, he was a little indecisive. No indecision that time. Put them to sleep. 12 of 19 from the field, 7 of 12 on threes, 38 in the game. Watch him just leave him. You always got to focus on the inbounder, especially if this inbounder is the greatest shooter that's ever lived. They double team Draymond. Draymond's like, great news. I'll just throw it to this guy and let him sleep. And Draymond's got 10 assists. It's a long flight home from New York. The Warriors are going to feel awfully good about it. They're going to go 4-1 on a 5-game road trip for the second time this year. And they're sitting at the 6th spot. Going to try to move to 35 and 28. And they're tracking Houston and Memphis. They keep on moving. Hey, Draymond gave him a night too. You know what time it is. But closer. This is exactly what the doctor ordered. What a road trip it's been. Dropped the Philadelphia game, but got all the rest. Team effort here, too. The bench was incredible time. I just cannot believe that when you see 12 of 14 on the road, that you would go 10-4. I mean, that is spectacular. Nothing was the same. Everything's different now. So, 7 or more threes in a career. Steph has 145 of those games. Clay, Lillard, Hart, these are amazing players, by the way. 145 games with 7 or more threes. It was a pretty efficient night from Steph. Cam Johnson reversing it up and in.
This is also going to be the first time that a season series has been split with the Warriors of Brooklyn. Watch out. And it's stolen by Cam Thomas to Cam Johnson, and not done yet. You got to run through the tape. Oh, they're going to call the foul. No. They're going to call the little touch foul on Guy Santos. And so this one not done. You got to run through the tape here. You can't let disaster happen. Steph already hit him with the night-night. Remember, Brooklyn has no timeouts left. It's just Jimmy Butler didn't see the guy behind him. He usually has that awareness where defenders are. 16 Warrior turnovers, and could be the 20th point off those turnovers. Cam Johnson with 24. It's huge. It's a two-possession game. Using the clock. Playing the clock as well as the Nets. Almost knocked away. It's still Warrior ball. They're reaching in. And I think Steve's going to use the timeout here to handle the pressure. Warriors have 2 timeouts left. They're going to use one now. This is just to talk about. All right. You got the lead. You don't want to get casual. There's 42 seconds left. And by the way, 2 players have already said night-night. You got to win that one.
Nate, we need to talk about your finances.
My finances are fine. With DashPass, I saved $6 on my grocery order, so I cloned myself. Albuquerque. $0 delivery fees on dog toys. I got me an opera singer that sings me compliments. So nice. DashPass savings equals. Oh yeah, forward.
You need to stop spending.
You're not listening. I'm saving.
I quit.
So 42 and a half seconds left. Steph Curry early on. Keon Johnson was very physical with him. He was getting bounced around and he wasn't thrilled about it. And Glenn Azubuike said, I don't think you want to make Steph mad. Well, 38 points later, and that incredible shot before halftime. Kay was right on the money because he's 12 of 19, 7 of 12 on threes. He has not appreciated the physicality. I can tell you that tonight. And they overdid it with the physicality. That's what he didn't like. He's good with the physicality, but you won't like him when he's angry. He hit the most demonstrative offensive foul we've seen him have all season. Yeah. Trying to guard Steph and deal with him and stay with him off the ball is like a cruel punishment, but you still have work to do here. Close this one out. The first thing you do, get it inbounded. See if Brooklyn's going to play the foul game or not. Butler's got to get across the timeline, and he just did. No, he didn't. Billy Kennedy stopped it.
There's 14 seconds on the shot clock right now. When did he cross is the question. As you look at... Okay, Billy Kennedy.
A new 8 in the backcourt. They get a new 8 in the backcourt is what Billy Kennedy is saying. Because of the timeout. The timeout eliminated all this. Inside of 2 minutes, you can throw it into the backcourt, and with the timeout, you get a new 8-second call. Yeah. And so that's there's a little confusion there, and Billy Kennedy sorted it out. Butler's still not fouling. Warriors going to use all of this. Shot clock at 5 now. Curry from the logo. He did well to hit iron, and Draymond got a rebound, and he got a new 14. Steph with great hands. Now they have to foul. Yeah, run the clock out. Steph. That's an over and back violation.
They hit him with a pretty good double team. They didn't need to foul there. He was trapped with the half-court line as another defender.
So 15.9. It's a 2-possession game. You don't want to give up a 3 here.
Just switch everything. Make sure you make everything tough.
Angelo Russell looking. Cam Thomas going to shoot a deep 3 and make it. It's a 2-point game. They found Curry in the backcourt with 8.7.
That was logo.
Cam Thomas with 23. The Warriors had a 119-109 lead with 58 seconds left. In 50 seconds, it's become a 2-point game.
It shows you got to run through the tape. Little jab step to the right, got a little separation. That was all you needed. Now you just need to make your free throws. Steph makes both of these. It's a 2-possession game.
Again, Said it a couple times. I'll reiterate. Brooklyn does not have any timeouts.
No timeouts. They're trying to freeze out Steph. D'Angelo Russell and Cam Thomas are just taking their time here.
And they're getting a free timeout that they did not warrant. In terms of strategy, Steph dropping in the free throws, got 39.
Very calmly. I'm going to make it a 40-point night. What it feels like.
So 8.7. You make it a two-possession game here. Steph's got 40. Two-possession game, 8.7. Just want this clock to run. Don't foul a three-point shooter. Cam Thomas missing that three. That will count as the final basket. It just makes the score 121-119. So the Warriors go 4-1 on the trip. 35-28. You got to credit how hard Brooklyn played. It took 40 from Steph, but how about this, Gabe? 29 of 32 free throwing by the Warriors.
Amazing.
And they needed them all.
They made that battle work for them. You got to credit the Warriors for fighting back after an atrocious start. Made it another feel-good night. Trying to work themselves into a shooting game, but got out and ran, got some fast break points, but got to the free throw line, controlled the game pretty much after the second quarter.
Second biggest comeback win of the season. Chicago being 24. Brooklyn coming back from 22. 121-119. You're going to hear from Mr. Curry on Warrior Postgame Live coming up right now.
But back on November 25th, when the Warriors hosted the Nets, they blew their biggest lead of the season at